Yo, people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You didn't know what time it is. It's time for your double watch along today as well for Liverpool versus Fulham and Manchester City versus West Ham. Big up everybody inside the chat. I just had to get the lineups done. It takes me a bit longer when there's 4 teams there. I had to get the lineups done ready on your screen. So the lineups are there. There you go. Liverpool lineup is there, ready to go. Fulham, City, West Ham. I'm expecting both of these teams to take care of business, but we must be there no matter what, just in case something happens. But also, I just want to see some good football. I just want to see some goals. I ain't really got any, I ain't really got no. I mean, for Man City, they need to be putting themselves back on the top of the table. And in terms of Liverpool, I think their season is pretty clear what it's going to be, in my opinion. I think they're going to get a Europa League spot. I'd be shocked if they finish below a Europa League spot, and I don't think they're going to get Champions League. I think it's too late. So I think both of these games, whatever happens, but I think there'll be hopefully some goals and some entertainment. But there's some resting, some rotation in there as well. So feast your eyes on that lineup. Obviously, we spoke about Bellingham earlier a little bit. A madness really today with that breaking news from Fabrizio. No one saw that coming. So we'll speak more about that as well in a calmer fashion. I saw Grizz in the comments there on the video. He was like, yo, you man are starving. I was like, yes, we are. We definitely are starving. People are saying, hey, Jude, in the comments. Hey, Jude, indeed. Hey, Jude. I wonder what number he's going to wear at Real Madrid. I'm trying to think of the numbers that are available. His number, well, to be fair, when you've got Modric, Kroos, there's not really any midfield numbers left, is there? Obviously, with the other guys that they've got there. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments. What number is available? Maybe 20. Is 22 who's wearing number 22 at Real Madrid? Because I think he's got that trademark, hasn't he? So let me know in the comments. Who do you think what number do you think he's going to be wearing? But mad transfer. Husam going bald soon. Can't wait. I can't wait either. I think he's a man of his word, so I'm sure he'll be shaving that hair off immediately. It's going to be hilarious. Him being bald is something that I never thought I would see. It's going to be mad. Mate, Moyes is taking the piss. He's literally playing his second team. Does he not know West Ham aren't safe yet? We're going to be talking about it. We're going to be discussing it. Make sure you smash up the likes on the way in. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. Let's get into the lineups very soon. I'm going to get predictions going as well. We'll say for the Liverpool West Ham game first. Obviously, I'm going to be watching both games on the 2 screens. So let's get the Liverpool. I'll give you the first half an hour on the Liverpool versus Fulham game. Fulham, to be fair to them, they have been, obviously they would have always tailed off a little bit without Mitrovic. Obviously he's been suspended for the rest of the season due to that incident that he had with the ref, but they have still been able to pick up a couple of results. And they showed a lot of fight. I was really impressed with when I watched them against Manchester City at the weekend. I think they actually put a really good account of themselves. They only got 1 shot on target in the end at Craven Cottage, but it's Manchester City at home. It's not easy. They still competed throughout the whole game. They definitely gave Man City a tough ride. And Man City in the end had to kind of come out of that with a very mature kind of performance, but it wasn't easy. It was definitely a ropey one for them. Liverpool, on the other hand, absolutely smashing it at the moment in terms of goals. That's for sure. Obviously, we all witnessed what happened against Tottenham on the weekend. 4-3 win was just kind of incredible. Still can't really get over that game and the way they ended. Liverpool have been smashing in the goals. Gakpo. No Gakpo today. I don't know if there's injuries. Let me know, Liverpool fans, if there's any injuries, what's going on. Maybe a bit of rotation again from Klopp. But, Salah starts. Diaz is there again. Nunes is up there. Fabinho comes into that team with Henderson and Jones. Jones obviously played the last game pretty well. Alisson, Trent, Konate, Van Dijk, and Tsimikas. Tsimikas, I think Tsimikas deserves to come back in there because Robertson was awful against Tottenham. Van Dijk obviously did the splits in the first half as well. Bit of rotation going on, but I think Tsimikas deserves to come in there. Elliott out for Henderson. Jones was really good, so that's fair enough. And probably a bit of rotation in terms of Gakpo as well. I think Gakpo's played the last couple of games. People are asking Fulham to rise. Fulham 2-1. People are saying Trent the GOAT in the comments as well. No, Liverpool at Anfield is something else. Antonio spell check. Let me get that corrected. Just trying to rush a little bit too much. Yeah, there it is. Big fat error. Let me get that sorted. But yeah, it's going to be. I think there'll be goals today. I would be shocked. Both these teams know what they need to do, especially Manchester City. They have to respond after Arsenal won yesterday very convincingly against Chelsea. So at the moment, Arsenal are top of the table, and they'll be praying that Man City can maybe drop points here against West Ham. And West Ham are not a team to underestimate. I know they've had a poor season in comparison to the last couple of years, but even still, West Ham, as we've seen, they took points off Arsenal. When they really turn up, they actually are. They're not an easy team to come up against. They've got the players. They just haven't been playing well. They haven't had the consistency. Moyes has struggled, I think, a little bit. He's kind of gone back to basics with Antonio being back up front instead of Skamaka. Danny Ings came in January as well. He's most likely injured. Who knows? So, yeah, Antonio's starting quite consistently up there now. So let's see how it goes. Vinicius up top there for Fulham as well. Wilson scored a banger not so long ago. I think it was the last game, wasn't it? Paulinho as well. So it's a good Fulham team. Cedric, I didn't realise. Cedric on loan from Arsenal in that Fulham back four there. Obviously Leno as well, former Arsenal goalkeeper Robertson. So Diop. So yeah, decent Fulham team. And then for City, couple rotations. Ortega's in there. Walker, Stones, Diaz, Ake. Is that the same as usual? Is it? Yeah, I think so, isn't it? I think so. I think when City put the graphic up on Twitter, they have Stones playing in the defense. Maybe it's a 4. Maybe it's a flat 4. Maybe it's Stones being in midfield again, which is what I would assume. With Walker right side centre back, Diaz in the middle, and Ake to the left. Stones coming into midfield. I would assume it's still like that. Rodri, Silva, Mahrez, Alvarez, banger he scored at Craven Cottage there. Grealish and Hairline as well. And you're right, West Ham have made a few changes. Downs is in there. No Rice. Oh, no Rice. Well, beg my pardon. Jesus. I wasn't expecting that. No Rice, no Souček. Where's the midfield gone? Paqueta's there. Fornals. I'm guessing Fornals is going to play a bit deeper. Bowen, Antonio, Bono, obviously, Kufal, Emerson, Kerr, and Fabianski. Normal defense, but where's the midfield? Against Manchester City as well. Where's the midfield against Man City of all people? Noah Gued sent home ill this afternoon. Also, they're ill, so he's not resting. They're ill. They're on holiday. Okay, well, that's a terrible midfield to come up against. To come up against this Manchester City team. It's a really, really bad midfield. They're going to get absolutely swamped in there. I really think West Ham are going to get destroyed in the middle. They have no midfielders. Apart from Downs, I'm used to Fornals playing in a higher up position. Paqueta 100% playing higher up. I didn't like him playing in the deeper positions for Brazil under Tete for the World Cup. I saw Paqueta playing quite deep and didn't like it. So I don't know. I think and Paqueta's been getting goals, to be fair. He's been playing a bit higher up. I don't know. That's a mess of a midfield, man. Obviously, if they're ill, they're ill. There's nothing you can do about that. But yeah, that midfield is going to get absolutely destroyed, overrun, and swamped. So okay, so they literally wanted to rest most of the squad, anyways. Okay, fair enough. So they're just giving this game up. Obviously, Man City are. Arsenal fans won't be happy to hear that. West Ham are just throwing the game almost, but let's take a look at the Premier League table and let's break it all down. Crazy. I mean, West Ham, you're right. They're not safe. They have been on the surge to safety. Them Wolves and Bournemouth have been picking up results. West Ham 2 wins out of last 5. They are on back-to-back defeats though. Wolves 3 wins out of last 5 and Bournemouth 4 wins out of last 5. So all of them kind of pushing in that 13th, 14th and 15th spot. West Ham are 4 points clear of Leicester City with a game in hand. Obviously, that's tonight. Leeds in 17th on 30 points. Both of these teams, Leicester and Leeds, on 30 points. Nottingham Forest on 30 points as well. 34 games played for all of them. And then Everton, Southampton also, same games played, 29 and 24 points. At this point, Southampton are gone. 6 points off safety with only 4 games left, 12 points available. They're finished. It's just between Everton, Nottingham Forest, Leeds, Leicester, I would say, those 4. West Ham should not really be getting dragged into this considering the quality of players that they have. So I'd say it's those 4 for those 2 positions left. Obviously, Sam Allardyce has just come in at Leeds as well, appointed for the last 4 games. So that's something to be keeping an eye on. Let me know, actually, do you think Leeds will stay up now in the comments? Now that they've got rid of Garcia and they've brought in Allardyce, I feel like I might even be changing my mind myself, but their fixtures are not easy. West Ham have got United at home on Sunday, so they're resting players for that. They actually have the Conference League game as well the week next week Thursday. Brentford away, Leeds at home with Allardyce, and then Leicester away, final day of the season. So West Ham should be fine. They should be fine. They're on they're on 36 points, is it? Let's take a look. 34 points. I think one more win should be fine. I think you'd survive with 37 points. I think you'd survive with 37 points. There's no way. I don't think those teams below are going to get 2 wins and a draw. Plus their goal differences as well are really poor. Leeds and Nottingham Forest are not catching West Ham on goal difference. It's only Leicester that are 3 behind. So should be fine. West Ham should be fine, but not done yet. The rest of them, good luck to you. You're in some serious crap. I'm not gonna lie. It's looking long for those other 4 teams. But Leeds with the new manager. Let me know in the comments. Do you think that they're more likely to stay up now? I mean, their percentages have definitely gone up. If I take a look at Leeds's fixtures coming up as well, let's take a look at what Leeds have got. Leeds have got 4 games left. I've seen the payment package that this guy is making, Sam. He's making big money, big cash. This guy is taking home, especially if he keeps them up. There's a bonus I think I saw as well. But he's got Manchester City away on Saturday. You can chalk that off unless if he goes there and does a madness, then fair play to him and he digs in for a result. But to get that Leeds defense to defend competently at the Etihad for 90 minutes with only 3-4 days. I would be shocked if he could manage that. Newcastle at home after that, really difficult again. Chasing Champions League. I don't think they're going to have it quite mathematically wrapped up by then. So that's not easy. Then it's West Ham away, as we just mentioned. And then it's Tottenham at home. So you can see why Leeds have pulled the trigger, because let's be real, if Garcia was managing these matches, they're definitely going down. That's why I was so convinced that Leeds would be getting relegated. With Allardyce, gives them a little bit of hope. But even Allardyce could go down under those circumstances. Those are some really, really tough games. Tottenham at home on the final day is probably the easiest game, because by that point, Tottenham might not really be playing for much. You never know. But to be honest, Tottenham under Ryan Mason have been competitive, and they've been getting goals and they've been more attacking. So that's not even an easy one either. So yeah, I think Leeds they're still in a lot of trouble, man. Let me know what you think in the comments. That speech from Big Sam, by the way, saying he's better than Klopp and Pep and Arteta, allow it. Do you know what? I couldn't believe when he said that, but I'm actually like, fair play for having the confidence to come and say that. I think he was saying that his knowledge is on par or higher. Not higher. I think he was saying that he's up there with them in terms of knowledge and knowing the game inside out. In terms of actually now applying that, obviously their level's clear. But the question is, and let me ask this. Obviously, he's trained and formed, and he's here to take teams out of relegation zones and battles, and he's here to save teams from the drop. Those managers that he's compared himself with in terms of knowledge are there to win titles or to qualify for Champions League in Arteta's case, and they're there to dance to the upper echelons of the table. Do you think if you were to give Guardiola this Leeds team with 4 games left, same fixtures, do you think Pep would be able to save Leeds from the drop? With those 4 games left, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments, because it's a different job. It's a different job entirely. Trying to keep a team up. It's not easy. Let's see what else is being said. Have I got the predictions going? Poll? Yeah, I have. At the moment, 64% are going for Liverpool, 19% for Fulham, and a draw, 16%. So keep the votes coming in on that. People are saying no chance, no Pep needs money, no chance. See what I'm saying? So it's like, obviously winning titles is always going to be the creme de la creme of football, right? Winning is what matters. But keeping a team up is a huge thing. It's financially, for the club itself, in terms of their ambitions to try and kick on and recruit players, and obviously, once you go down to the Championship, let's be real, coming out of it is a task. You might not come out of that Championship for many, many years, sometimes even over a decade. We've seen teams like Sunderland, Birmingham, West Brom. These teams used to be yo-yo teams when I was a lot younger. And they went down and they came back up, and then they went back down and they come back up. And now they can't come back. They're finished. They're down there, even League One. So, yeah, I think a little bit of respect has to be given to those managers that are they're just trained to just take teams out of trouble. It's not equally as important to the teams at the top, but you know, for a football fan, it's crucial that your team is surviving. If you're in a relegation battle, can change the whole course of the club. So I'm almost in a relegation battle myself, to be honest. I wouldn't mind a bit of Allardyce. Let's see what's being said. I know Chelsea are down there. Why are we focusing on relegation? To be honest, I'm focusing on all of these teams. I mean, West Ham, I haven't really been able to watch of them live as much as I would have wanted. Fulham, we got to see obviously at the weekend. Liverpool City, we've watched plenty of. So I'm interested to see West Ham. Now that West Ham have played that team and a very weak team in that rotated team, I'm not as excited for what West Ham are going to do today with that midfield. I think they're going to get absolutely destroyed. And to be honest, Pep has not really rested at all. I know he's changed the goalkeeper, but he's gone with the same defenders, the same midfield structure. Alvarez was the one that come up with a banger against Fulham, and Hairline starts, Grealish starts, Mahrez. So it's not a weakened team at all by Pep. It's a very strong team. So yeah, I think Man City are taking this very, very seriously. And I was saying it on the Big Six when people were saying that maybe Man City would rest for this game. I think it makes more sense for Man City to rest against Leeds and then, you know, bring the A-listers back for Real Madrid, then to rest now and then to play the A-listers against Leeds and then have to follow it up with a couple of days later against Real Madrid with the same A-listers. You know, it makes more sense to go strong now and go with it. You can say Akanji's being rested. But there's not really a drop-off in quality. I would say just the goalkeeper is the big one. Let's see. You mad you missed out on Big Sam? He could have saved the bridge. I would never advocate for having Big Sam come and take charge, but you know, let me be real, if we was actually in a relegation battle, banter aside, if we were actually down there and I actually thought we'd get relegated, I would take a Big Sam. I would take anybody who can save us. I will take them. I will humble myself and I will not get too big for my boots. If we was in an actual relegation battle, like say we were in Leicester or Leeds position right now, with the way we're playing, I would be calling for any of these guys that are tasked and ready to save us. I'm not going to lie to you. Give them a job to the end of the season, because I'm not trying to get relegated. There's just no way. Let's see. How shameless would he be if he won? I don't think he's expecting a win, man. I don't think he is. I'm not going to lie. Not with that lineup. Why is Jota not playing? No Jota, no Gakpo. So there's a couple rotations, there's a couple changes for Liverpool, but again, it's still a strong Liverpool team. So I wouldn't listen. Fulham, if Fulham play the way they did on the weekend, it's not going to be an easy game. That might be the game that is a little bit more entertaining in terms of spectacle, a little bit more competitive. But I've got that Manchester City West Ham game up. Liverpool versus Fulham. What channels are they playing on, guys? Let me know in the comments. I think Man City West Ham are on Sky. Let's see. I'm not sure about Liverpool. You guys, you better be live. You guys better be live. Road to 50k indeed. 007. Yes, on my story, I put Skyfall. I put Skyfall by Adele, the song, and I put 007. The mission statement is obviously 40 points. And obviously we're getting close to 50k. Me and Eunice are cooking up something. If you got to watch All You Can Eat Chelsea this morning, you heard of maybe towards the back end of that what we're thinking. But we got something cool. We got something cool planned. Obviously you guys like the football therapy video, and I've got something else cooking, man. I've got something else cooking. None of these are going to actually be series. I'm just coming up with just one-off video ideas, and we're throwing them out there. So yeah, I think if we actually go 007, it would be rude not to pay tribute. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let's see what's going on here. I don't know why this is having a little freeze. Gonna start up another poll as well, I think. Let's see. Okay. See what you're saying. It's Paul is on Peacock. Cool. Did you see what Pep said about Arsenal? I did see what Pep said. This guy is crafty. I'm not going to lie. This guy is very, very, very crafty, man. saying that the whole top 4 thing is a massive achievement and it's even more important than anything else at the moment because it means qualification for Champions League and it means they can get good players. And this guy is just a crafty guy, man. You know, even the fact he's a cunning man. Exactly, he's a cunning man. I have to respect it because I like a little bit of shithousery and I like a little bit of shamelessness. But this guy is just, he's very, very clever with his words. Even the whole, you know, even he did it with us with Graham Potter. He was like, you know, you got to give them time, and he's a great coach. And let's be real, he was never threatened by Graham Potter at all. He's very calculated, and all I have to say is, you know, you have to take what he's saying with a pinch of salt because he does like to use his commodity and his stocks to his advantage. He knows that everything he says holds weight and everything he says is kind of seen as gospel, and rightly so, you know, because he's the best manager in the game right now. So anything he says, people are going to take it very literally, at least the media are, and people are going to hail any words that he speaks. But sometimes it is tongue in cheek, and sometimes it is very it's backhanded compliments. So yeah, he knows what he's doing. But anyway, I'm sure Arteta knows that. You know, Arteta's worked with him. He knows what he's like. So I'm sure he's not falling for it. You know, Arsenal, listen, everybody knows Arsenal's league campaign has been way and above expectation for what everybody predicted. And even for the players that they have, you know, a lot of their players prior to this season were not rated, you know, very highly, and that's understandable. So a lot of their individual performances have gone up by you know, tenfold, including the manager. But Pep knows that it's a massive disappointment for them to miss out on the league. No Arsenal fan or player is thinking, oh, we qualify for the Champions League. This is a great time to be alive. Obviously, when you hear the anthem next season, you're going to appreciate being back. It's been a long time, etc. But in this moment right now, the last thing Arsenal fans and players are thinking about is we qualify for the Champions League. You know, they've been in a title race the whole season. The last thing they care about is a Champions League qualification. So, but yeah, it is what it is. Let's see. Martin, funny. Man is low-key better at mind games than Mourinho. Nah, listen, I think listen, Pep is not as evil as Mourinho. Let's be real. Like, Mourinho was dark. Mourinho was the dark arts of management. This guy was reading out people's lineups at press conferences for Barcelona. You know, he was saying that Wenger is a specialist in failure, and then he's slapping him 6-0. You know, this is another level of shithousery and mind games. I think Mourinho, prime Mourinho, nobody will eclipse prime Mourinho. Obviously, I'm a little bit biased because he was at Chelsea for most of that. But even, you know, if you go back to when he was at Porto, beating Sir Alex at Old Trafford and running down the touchline, you know, shushing the Camp Nou with Real Madrid. Just all of these things, when you really go back, nobody's coming near Mourinho for mind games, I'm afraid. Like, this guy was just, he was the ultimate shithouse, for me anyway. I don't think anybody comes close. It is different. They do it differently. I think Pep's a lot more respectful, tactile with it, whereas Mourinho is a lot more blatant and a lot more obvious, in my opinion. So, yeah, but obviously, yeah, Mourinho is just special guy. Even he's still doing it now, to be honest. He's still doing it now. He did it, I think, for Roma when they beat Feyenoord, and obviously these two came up against each other in the Conference League final last season as well. Just played each other in Europa League. I think he was going at one of the journalists for some comments that were made. So yeah, this guy, he doesn't rest. He does not rest. That's for sure. Okay, this TV wants to do a madness, so just leave that for a second. All right, let's get. Let me get the second poll going. So we've done Liverpool versus Fulham. They're just going through the fight for survival. I'm looking at some of the fixtures. Leicester have got Fulham away, Liverpool at home, Newcastle away, West Ham at home. That's tough. Leeds, we've gone through their fixtures, tough. Nottingham Forest play Chelsea away, Arsenal at home, Southampton at home, Palace away. Do you know what? Because we're included, that might not be that bad for Nottingham Forest. It's just the Arsenal game. And Everton have Brighton, City, Wolves, and Bournemouth. So on fixtures, you'd say Nottingham Forest and Everton, because we're that bad. You'd say Nottingham Forest and Everton have probably got the better fixtures. Yeah, but going to be interesting. Okay, let's get the second poll going. I'm going to conclude this one. Pretty clear Liverpool are the favourites on that. So let's go Man City versus West Ham. We will be covering the Brighton Manchester United game tomorrow. On Friday, FIFA will definitely return. I just haven't had the time. Last 2 Fridays, had a lot of AFTV recording there last Friday to kind of get ahead of it before the weekend started with the F1. But this Friday, it's definitely going to be back of our 50k celebration potentially. Getting whooped on FIFA again. So okay, there we are. Predictions are in. So let's get some votes on it. So yeah, no, I've ruled it out personally. I've ruled it out. As much as the media would love, I don't even think they've even tried, right? I think the media would love to make a spectacle out of the top 4 race and say that Liverpool are really pushing and maybe Liverpool versus Manchester United. But for me, the top 4's finished and it's going to be a fight for the European places. And there's only 3 spots and there's 4 teams. You've got Aston Villa, Liverpool, Tottenham, and Brighton. And there's only those 3 spots: 2 Europa League, 1 Conference League. One team's going to finish 8th. That's a fun battle. I don't think they don't need to sell any dreams or tell any lies about the Champions League race. That race for me is just as entertaining. I think to have Brighton and Aston Villa in there fighting for European places is very entertaining. So I'm not gonna be clawing for a top 4 battle because I don't think it's there. Let's see. We need a United collapse. Yeah, you do. I think if United were in the Europa League and they were playing 2 games a week, I think I could maybe give you a bit of a chance. But I think with 1 game a week, I think United will just get over the line. I don't think they're going to do it in a pretty fashion, but I think they're going to get over the line, and they'll get it done. Let's see. Oh God. He's collecting red cards like Infinity Stones. He is. Simeone. Yeah, Simeone's a great shout for the dark arts. 100%. Great shout. He's a bad guy. Appreciate. I couldn't help myself. I'm not going to lie. My boy with the shameless Bellingham video today. I couldn't help it. I'm not going to lie. And yes, it was a diversion tactic. Yes, I'm gonna be completely honest. Okay, my team got slapped up yesterday, and I saw opportunity, and I'd had my therapy session with the boys in the morning, and I was feeling a little bit better, and I saw an opportunity to make a diversion, and I did. Okay, I did it. I'm not even ashamed because I had to do it. I had no choice. Had to be done, and that's what we did. Okay. But it's been going on for a while, and I kind of made it a little bit irrelevant to Chelsea with the whole Mason Mount thing. But and I do think this is going to be a chain reaction of midfielders, and I think that we have to be aware of that. So it does have some sort of relation to us. When a massive midfielder gets taken off the market like that, it does have a ricochet kind of effect on everybody else that's going after midfielders. Arsenal going after midfielders, Liverpool obviously going for midfielders. We have midfielders that are running out of contract. We need midfielders, or we need a midfielder maybe. So I think it does involve it. It's everybody's business. I'm not going to lie. Your situation with Bellingham has become everybody's business. It's all of our business. I know you just think it's down, between you lot to figure out amongst yourself with Man City, but unfortunately, no, because you're probably going to come for Mason Mount now because of that. So it's everybody's business. So yeah, I had to do a diversion tactic, but you can understand why. I have been told from the when did they say that they were going to have this done? I think from the start of the season, Bellingham's done. That's all I've been hearing. I've been hearing it from Grizz Teta. I've been hearing it Hussam. Oh my God, so shameless on Battle North every single week. It's done. This guy's sending me tweets and DMs. Look. How comes you're not speaking about this? Paul Joyce says it's done. So I'm not gonna lie. When I saw that tweet today, a tear dropped out of my eye. And I made sure it wasn't no eye drops. Like, I really did have a real tear dropping out my eye. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. And the fact that neither of the clubs are getting him is just hilarious. That's double homicide. Do you know what I mean? That's just taking out both clubs. That's killing two birds with one stone. Because Big Steve was really confident. People forget. Hugh's been a bit more calm. Big Steve was really confident that Bellingham would come. So he needs to come back on the Big Six and speak about it, I think. So yeah, man, I'm just enjoying. I'm not gonna lie, I'm enjoying. It's hilarious. I think it's jokes. I think it's jokes. And I'm also aware that if Bellingham had gone to Liverpool, he would have been a game changer. Like they still need a couple more players, but he's a big move. That's a big move from them if they had got him. So I am glad that they're not getting him, to be honest. But yeah, you know, Real Madrid, Ala Madrid. I think Real Madrid, they're building something crazy, man. You know, you got Rodrigo, you've got Vinicius, you've got Endrick. People forget Endrick coming from Palmeiras, and then you've got Tchouameni, Camavinga, Valverde. Now you've got Bellingham. You know, all they really need is to go and get a right back, and you know, maybe even a left back as well, to be fair. But if they go and get themselves some fullbacks, then they're moving in a mad direction. So for me, I just think what they're building is nuts, and it's good. You know, we need El Clasico to come back, man. I'm not gonna lie, El Clasico for the last few years since Messi and Ronaldo dipped, it's been a little bit stale. I watched a lot of the El Clasicos this year. We've done a lot of them on the channel. They played each other, felt like every single week, every 2 weeks. And they've, you know, it's been constant. They had the Copa del Rey, they had the Spanish Super Cup, obviously the league games as well. And it's missing something, you know, it's missing something, El Clasico. It doesn't have the same gripping, you know, pull that it used to with, you know, the generational midfielders, the Messis, Ronaldos, the Sergio Ramoses, the Dani Alves, all these guys. It just doesn't have that. And I need that back. So I think Bellingham will help bring that. You know, he's still very young and he's got a lot to prove, but he'll get more eyes on games like that. You know, he'll need help from other signings, but he'll bring some eyes, I think. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing how he does. And it's kind of interesting to see that he's not being drawn back to the Premier League, because most young English players, everybody's like, yo, you got to come back to the Prem, come and prove yourself here. Everybody's speaking about Bellingham. Bellingham's just said, I'm going to go do the continental thing. Forget the Prem. I'm going to go Real Madrid. And it's just such a strange situation. You think that Bellingham's going to come to a big English team, like a Liverpool, Man United tried to get him when he was at Birmingham, brought him to Carrington, and then it'll maybe if he reaches that elite level, then Real Madrid will come take him in his prime. So for him to just skip that whole step and just go straight, I'm quite intrigued. I want to see how it goes. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, to be honest. I think it's an intriguing move. Bet you enjoyed the London Clasico yesterday. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's not much of a Clasico. It's not much of a classic. We've had better, man. We need to strengthen up. Do you know what I mean? We need to strengthen up. We're a little bit weak right now. But we'll be back. We'll be back. Speak on Messi. Again, another big bit of news today that I wasn't expecting. Messi. Well, I'm seeing PSG fans are outside chanting Messi chants, but not in a good way, right? That's the latest. Listen, I wasn't expecting him to just dip, you know, pick up his stuff and just go to Saudi. But it looks like there's a move to Saudi on the cards because they've offered him a lot of money. Is that this? I don't. It's not the same team that Ronaldo is playing for. I think it's Al Hilal. We played them in the Club World Cup last season. So listen, if Ronaldo stays in that league, there was some reports that he's kind of unhappy, but I don't know. I've got your super chat. Don't worry, midway. If Ronaldo stays and Messi goes over there, I'm not gonna lie. I'm still not gonna really care. Not really gonna watch that much. I'm not gonna lie, but it would be interesting. It would be interesting for some people. Didn't Grizz say he would get naked if if Jude didn't join, I'm definitely not watching that next. Listen, we won't be reminding him of that comment. You know, we won't be. I'm sure Skullfuggery will be reminding him, but I'm not going to be reminding him. Okay, he doesn't have to fulfill that bet or that quota. It's fine. I can let it slide. It's not necessary. Do you know what I mean? It's not necessary. But yeah. So with Messi, I don't know, man. It's kind of out of character that he just randomly just left to Saudi. Maybe it was planned and the training. I've heard different things. I've heard that they didn't know he was going there. I've heard that they did schedule it, that they knew he was going, but then they accidentally scheduled the training on the same day, or the training was already scheduled on that day, or whatever. There's some sort of mix-up. I don't think Messi would willingly. Listen, it's out of character anyway for Messi to just randomly miss a training session and be in Saudi. It's a bit strange. But listen, I don't know. Maybe there's been a falling out behind the scenes. We're not going to know. But I'm interested to see what happens with him. I heard Cams and Leah's talking about it on FTBL earlier today about Messi and where does he go next. I don't really want to see him back at Barcelona as well. I kind of agreed. I think when you really think about it, I know he left Barcelona in a sad way, and he could easily come back for a testimonial or something. But I just think Barcelona are in a period where they've got themselves into such financial issues with the money that they've spent and the different levers and economics that they've been pulling up. They just need to just calm down a bit, and they do need to plateau and just get back to, promoting more youth players. Pedri, Gavi's come through, more of that. Get rid of some of those big bust signings that they've made, and try to just go back to what they know, man. Go back to know what they know and move forward. Messi, listen, Messi's the greatest of all time, but he's going to cost a lot of money on the books, and I just don't know if Barcelona have the money for that, but who knows? Maybe they do. Maybe they have the money. Maybe they'll find the money. Chelsea have used 3 different managers to move from 38 to 39 points since April. First, it was priceless seeing you suffer yesterday. I would pay to see. You run out of characters, I see there, but I'm guessing you said you would pay to see it again. I don't know. I don't have anything to say on Chelsea. I can't lie. What happened yesterday was a damn right disgrace, but I had my therapy session this morning. I'm trying to get over it. So if you don't mind not bringing it up, and triggering me, that would be great, guys. You know what I mean? I'm trying to move on. What's done is done. What happened yesterday is over. I've got new problems to worry about. We're due a transfer ban at any moment with the amount of 17, 16, 15-year-olds we're trying to sign. So let me move on, man. Let me move on. All right, let's see. Oh, God. All right. And tomorrow is the only game. The only game is Brighton versus United. There's no other game tomorrow. Messi is bigger than PSG, respectfully, says Midway. I'm not going to disagree with you. It's Messi. He's absolutely gigantic. He's ginormous. So, but obviously no player is bigger than the club. And to be fair, I'm quite surprised with PSG that they actually took a stand, because it's Messi, and they could have easily, dropped the bag and said, nah, we're going to let him get away with it, and a little slap on the wrist and let him do what he wants. But they actually come out and said, nah, you're suspended. It's a big move. It's a big move. But I'm hearing reports anyway that PSG are looking to try and revamp the way that they do things. They're looking to, stop buying Galactico or big names and buy more French players and team players. And hey, do you know what? If they had done that from the get-go, they probably would have had a Champions League by now. You look at all the French talent that have come through. Some of those players, even at PSG, Christopher Nkunku, Diaby, Kingsley Coman, all of these young French talents, and you see France winning the World Cup, doing so well. That could have easily been PSG. They could have been France. They could have had that team, and they built it around. They could have built it around Mbappe, but they just lost their way a little bit. They went for all these big names and tried to be the second coming of Real Madrid. And it don't work like that. Do you know what I mean? Real Madrid or Real Madrid, you can't copy them. They do what they do. Real Madrid are the only club that can sign Galactico big names and actually make it work. Kaká, Beckham, Ronaldo, both the Ronaldos, Figo, Hazard, Bale. The list is endless, even though, Hazard ain't worked out, but he still picked up Champions Leagues. You can't replicate that, man. Just have to find your own way. And listen, there's a lot of French talent. They need to take advantage of that. And they haven't done that so far. But let's see. Now they seem to be changing their ways. I'm more interested to see how they're going to get those players that they're trying to get away from, the Neymars, Messis, I don't know who else. How are they going to get them off the books? Because the amount of money that they're earning and the age that they're at, I don't know how you're shifting them unless you're taking massive losses, and they're taking big pay cuts, or you're paying out their contracts. People need to start asking me about Ratcliffe, because I would never take Ratcliffe, and I would never take the Ricketts under no circumstances. What we're doing right now is a shambles, but I don't want the owners out, and I haven't given up on the owners. So you're jumping the queue a little bit with the names that you're bringing up. I don't want. I'm not changing my mind on these guys. I didn't want them for a reason. It doesn't change. Nothing changes. Super Frank is being spammed in here as well. Zombie Gamer Frank, appreciate the super sticker, my brother. Let's see what the predictions are saying. You know, Ratcliffe can go to Manchester United. We don't need to get greedy. Let's let Ratcliffe go to Man United. At the end of the day, Ratcliffe is a Manchester United supporter. You know, he cares about Manchester. He wants to make Manchester. He wants to put the Manchester back in Manchester United. And I've never seen a more convincing slogan than that. You know, that is one hell of a slogan. That is one hell of a person that cares about the club and the dynamics of Manchester United going forward. And he wants to keep the Glazers involved as well, because they've done a great job. So, yeah, all the power to him. I'm not going to get in the way of that. I'm just looking at some of Alvarez's goals since he joined Man City this season in the Prem. And some of these finishes, man, are just... This guy, whenever Haaland moves out the way in 3, 4 years, I don't know, maybe he doesn't even leave. But if Haaland does go to another club, a Real Madrid, Barcelona, and this guy actually gets his starting spot as the main man, he's going to bag so many goals because his finishing technique is nuts. It's like you're watching River Plate, you know, it's like you're watching the River Plate comps on YouTube all over again. The guy is just quality, quality. And the fact that they actually made a profit on selling Jesus and bringing him in is kind of nuts. All right. Do you know what? Yeah, when I seen the tweet on there, I don't know. I wish it was for the right reasons. I wish it wasn't on my club's head top. You know, I wish I was predicting a Premier League win, or like Dubois when he predicted we win the Champions League. But unfortunately, it's me predicting an L against our rivals. But yeah, it's not bad, I guess. It's mad. 42 games, 18 starts, 15 goals. That's 130 minutes goal per minutes ratio. Minutes per goal ratio, sorry. Jesus Christ. That's crazy, you know. That guy has scored 15 goals in 18 starts this season, Alvarez. That's mad. Today, Haaland can break the record for most goals in a Premier League season. Obviously, it was Salah's record that he broke in a 38-game season. Now, in terms of just period, it will be today if he breaks Andy Carroll and Alan Shearer's records that are there standing from when the league was playing, I think, 42 matches. He'll break it. And he'll break it in less games available and played. So it's a madness. Let's see. McAllister to Liverpool. McAllister isn't going to pull. It's pure PR for Jude miss. I don't know about McAllister to Liverpool, whether or not that's feasible or whether it's happening or not. I don't know. He's a very good player. He's a brilliant player. You guys need midfielders. You'll take any of them. I'm not going to lie. I don't think you should be too fussed. McAllister, Caicedo. I don't know why you're not looking at Declan Rice. All of these guys, you know, they would all walk into your midfield and make you much better. So, sorry, not Andy Carroll, Andy Cole. Yo, that's hilarious. That's actually mad. Yeah, man, Andy Carroll. yeah, Andy Carroll. What a striker, that guy. What a striker. you know what? His career is mad as well. He was meant to be a bigger name than Suarez. He came in for 50 million for Liverpool, I remember, and Suarez came in for about half that from Ajax. And it turned out to be Suarez that was the real deal, and Andy Carroll was the flop. And Andy Carroll was big, number 9, strong, could turn left foot, long shot, bottom corner hype, couple headers from crosses and whatnot. And he just turned out to be, he turned out to be injury prone, to be fair to him. He's just injury prone. And he didn't really make anything out of it in the end. Smash up the likes if you haven't already. We're almost at 1,000. Mad. We haven't even kicked off yet. 6 minutes until kickoff. Timers will be ready. Both games are being watched. Whichever game is more entertaining, we will appreciate you. Let's hope for no stinkers. We don't want any stinkers here today. Let me get this timer ready now. So Liverpool on Peacock. I'm sure they're on BN Sport as well, no? I don't know. We'll have them anyway. Oh, goodness. All right. Let's see. Link. And there we go. Perfect. So let me just get this timer up now. Just get this up on screen. There we are. So 5 minutes till kickoff. I'm going to end this poll as well now. City absolutely dominating this poll. 70% of people going for City. Draw 11%. West Ham win 18%. I would love to know the percentage of that 18 that is Arsenal fans. I would love to know. I'm pretty convinced it's a high percentage. More hope than expectation. I'm not gonna lie. If West Ham played their strongest team, you could pray, but you can't even bother. You can't even bother waste prayers on a lineup like that. Like the midfield, the lack of midfield there. You're not gonna get nothing there. I don't see it. West Ham, that midfield. Downs. What is Downs gonna do really in there? Huh? What is Downs gonna do in there, guys? Come on, you irons. But what is Downs gonna do in that midfield up against Silva, up against Grealish coming inside, Mahrez, Alvarez? Like, what is he gonna be able to do in there with no help, no Rice, not even Souček? And I don't even rate Souček highly, but at least he could have helped. I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah, I remember when Arsenal wouldn't pay the extra. I don't know what you guys paid £1 over the release clause. What? That's just petty. That's so petty. First of all, I don't understand why not just paying the release clause would have just opened up the conversation anyway for Suarez to come to you. So that was strange. Why did you need to even pay £1 over in the first place? But then to just put £1 over is just mad, isn't it? It's crazy. You could have dashed him a million or something just to make the fee look respectable. Even Suarez must have been offended when he saw that bid come in like that in that structure. Crazy. These men said you're not even worth a Twix bar more than your release clause. We're not even going to pay a Twix bar more, a Snickers more than your release clause. You know how mad that is? £1. These guys are crazy. Oh God. Just to say we tried like the Caicedo deal. That's crazy. Yeah. We'll see. You guys need to have a big summer. I think you know the positions that you need. Key areas, big names. So let's see if you build on your brilliant campaign. Let's see what you do. All right, so I think there's games around Europe as well. I think AC Milan are playing as well, are they? In Serie A. We aren't here for that today. We're just here for the mighty Premier League action. Let's see what we've got. So Manchester City, West Ham to my right. Roma are also playing today as well with Jose Mourinho. So they're all coming out. There's Liverpool there. Liverpool versus West Ham. Lineups are on screen. And we'll be kicking off very, very soon. We'll be kicking off. Just make sure I've got the fastest possible option here. Man City What are they going to do today? Could be a madness, I'm not going to lie. Could be carnage. Could be carnage. Smash up the likes if you haven't already. Milner to Brighton. I did see that, yes. Let me go through some of Fabrizio's news as well. Milner to Brighton. Listen, it will be for squad depth. Obviously, they don't know which midfielders they're going to lose. I don't expect them to. I'm not expecting them to have Milner come in and be a starter. But I think they're obviously planning for European football next year, and they're just trying to make sure that they can get some depth in there. But it's not. Listen, it's not the most exciting piece of news you're ever going to see. It's just I think he's more there for the mentality of the players and navigating through scenarios and situations they've not come up against before in Europe if they qualify. I think it's more of a behind the scenes kind of move. I think he may even want to become, I wouldn't be surprised if he even wants to maybe become a coach, in the future. So I think there's more to it than just the playing side of it. Personally, that's my hunch. Fabrizio, let's just go through the news quickly. Like I said, the game's gonna be kicking off in a minute. Dortmund director has not commented on Jude Bellingham and Real Madrid deal. We want to become champions here, and Bundesliga is out. It's our total priority. We're okay, right. He's the full focus is all on that. I personally feel like that deal is probably, if it's coming out now, it's probably done, but they don't want to confirm until to keep everybody focused on the targets. Obviously, they're chasing a Bundesliga title. That's not easy to get over the line. And they just don't want all this information out in the open, but it seems like as if it's moving. And it seems somebody else said that he rejected City. Man City came in with a higher bid, and then he rejected City for the Real Madrid offer. I don't know if that's true, but yeah. Let's see. Which game? What game is that? 9, not 8. Why is it at 9? What do you mean? Don't know what you mean. Right, we're about to kick off. Let me get the timer up. Big up everybody inside. Game's kicked off. Timer's on screen. It's already started behind the scenes. Timer's got ahead of itself. Liverpool game just kicked off there. City game's about to kick off as well. I'll just have it on the game that's ahead. So fresh timer's coming up. We have kicked off at Anfield, and we've kicked off at the Etihad as well. There we go. There we are. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. You're begging West Ham for something, but brother, I don't think so. Both. It's 8 o'clock in the UK. Maybe it's 9 o'clock where you are. I don't know. But yeah, they've kicked off. You're confused. Trust me, if the games weren't kicking off for another hour, that would have been a big L on my part, because I think an hour before the games kick off is enough coverage. Do you know what I mean? Going an hour and a half or 2 hours before is a bit extreme, a little bit over the top. Especially when it ain't my team's playing. It ain't my team playing. All right, so Ake's just in possession. We're just seeing Man City having a bit of possession in their own half. West Ham seemingly looking like they're going to try and engage with a higher press. But look at the gap that they're leaving for Manchester City with Alvarez making this turn and running with Hairline. Good 1-2 with Alvarez. Alvarez takes the shot, saved by Fabianski. The gap that I just saw in between the lines for West Ham inside the opening 90 seconds of this game is not for good reading for the future, because if they're going to play like that, then they're going to get absolutely destroyed today. Way too much space for Alvarez on the half turn. I don't know what they were trying to do there. Liverpool just in possession as well. Both home teams doing a bit of build up. Let's see what they're doing. Trent, very central, picks up the ball, sprays it out wide into Salah. Salah's gone with a long ball over the top. Look at this. Great run from Nunes. He's going to only have Diaz as an option in the box. Intercepted, cleared. And a shot coming in. Oh, Trent. And it's actually blocked. I think by Salah. Trent looked like he really caught a hold of that. He came onto that really, really well, just outside the box. And Salah in the end was the one that blocked the shot. It was a great ball by Salah to find Núñez, who looks like he's going to play up front in the middle, down the middle with Diaz off the left, Salah off the right, of course. I think that was hitting the target. From Trent. Caught it well. Yeah, man. Oh, sorry, it's Diaz that blocked it. I thought it was Salah. It's Diaz. Diaz blocked it. Diaz blocked it. So yeah, Diaz is the one that blocked it. Yeah, any fake scores, just block them mods immediately. You don't need to wait. You don't need to hesitate. 3 minutes, let's go. So Manchester City, here's Stones. Nice footwork there. Walker, brilliant. Just trying to switch it, intercepted. What happened there with Liverpool? I think that was Diaz with the shot. Let me take a look. What happened there? Núñez, poor clearance. And it was Diaz from a long shot, wide of the post. Mad. Yeah, you can just block the fake scores, guys. You don't have to wait. Big up everybody inside. Big up. Here's Willian. Oh, good pass. Into Vinicius, I believe. Liverpool get it away. Fulham are back in possession with Diop. Now tossing out. Oh, is this onside? Is this onside? Hey! Oh my days. Was that onside? Harry Wilson, former Liverpool player on the right flank for Fulham. Let me just look at this again. Look. Oh, what a brilliant run, by the way. What a brilliant run. He just bent his run, curved it like a Theo Walcott almost back in the day. And that's how he kept himself onside. Because when the ball reached him, you would have thought he was miles offside. Because this guy was just all on his own. It's a terrible, terrible end to the move in the end, because it's a very scuffy ball he put across the box. Van Dijk manages to get it away. Could have easily been an own goal. Here's Willian. And now the ball's coming in. Fulham again causing problems, headed away by Van Dijk. He's gone down. Referee is not interested. Trent's coming forward now on the counter. This game started a little bit more high tempo. It's now blown for a free kick 5 minutes in. Man City in possession as well. It's crazy. 30 seconds in and guys giving us fake scores. It's crazy, isn't it? The work rate is mad. The switches of play from the right-hand side of City need to improve, man. The second time they've had a ball intercepted. Here's Alvarez now. Stretching. Man City will be a lot more methodical maybe and a lot more patient in what they're trying to do. This game, I think, will be obviously, listen, in Liverpool's nature and the way that they play, it's going to be a bit more high tempo, a little bit more back and forth between these two. And Fulham's obviously, they've come with a much more serious team than West Ham have today as well. So it should be a much more competitive game. These two sides closer to each other in the table. Konate just on the ball now. Liverpool restarting their build-up again. Yes, the new Filthy Fellas episode. I need to watch it, man. Michael Richards, I've seen he's on it, so that's going to be mad. It's a shame PK is not on that as well, but yeah, it's mad, man. It doesn't really matter what lineup they put out. It's always blessed. They got bare people, man. Miles, you got Poet, you got there's no Savage Dan on that one, is there? I don't even know. Steve-O, yeah, man, it's quality cast. Specs is there, so yeah, they're jokes. Let's see. Oh, Man City have got it. Mahrez does very well. Mahrez, he does very, very well. Oh, brilliant. Well done, Mahrez. Well done. Really, really did well. Here's Man City. It's a little bit careless I think that's gone out for a corner, is it? Coup foul. Shot from distance, saved again by Leno. It's Trent again asking questions. The back heel just didn't have enough on it from Grealish, and I think it's actually ended up coming off coup foul. That's definitely a corner. It's double touch. Fulham just back in possession, but City have got a corner. They're going to put the ball into the box. Specs is box office. Yeah, he is. He is box office indeed. Oh. So yeah, City's corner didn't really amount to anything. It's pretty poor delivery. Let's see. Rodri now on the ball. Where's Alvarez playing? Alvarez is playing just off Hairline. So he's basically playing as a second striker. So if you remember earlier on in the season, Foden was making a lot of runs off of Hairline. Gundogan sometimes also does it for Manchester City as well. There's always a player that's kind of tasked with taking advantage of the fact that Hairline requires a lot of attention and a lot of attention, a lot of man marking and touch tight from the centre backs, and Alvarez is basically there just to knit up the play, because Alvarez's link up is really, really strong, really good technically, and we saw that when Hairline was out, that Man City in ways looked a little bit more fluid, and I would agree with that. But then that just now allows him to play off Hairline as well in this role and drop a little bit deeper and make a few runs off of him. So here's Mahrez. Oh, what a save from Fabianski. Ball in. Great save from Fabianski. But yeah, Foden played a similar role earlier on in the season. He got a lot of goals, just kind of making those runs off of Hairline when the attention was kind of diverted. Good save. I would just say he's like a second striker. 9 minutes. Man said I should switch to United. Never, brother. Here's Salah. Trent. Oh! Listen, Trent has had quite a few shots already, First 10 minutes, that's his third shot. Yeah. He really is liking this slightly more inverted role that he's in, and he's popping off his shots today. Look at him picking up again. That's another central midfield area that he's in, and that's just wide of the post, man. Really, it's not a bad effort from Trent. It's not a bad effort at all. It looks like he's going to score today. The way that he's moving, it looks like he's going to score today because he's not messing around. He's been involved in everything so far in this game. 10 minutes gone in both matches. Manchester City just keeping the ball inside their half right now. West Ham, they did start off the game with a bit of an ambitious press that they got destroyed immediately. So they've kind of calmed it down a little bit more since then and gone into a bit of a mid-block in Manchester City's half, not sitting too deep. Bowen here, right side. Grealish now. Here's Liverpool cross. Salah. Oh, Salah. He wasn't expecting it. He didn't anticipate that ball would get to him. It's gone out for a goal kick. Here's Mahrez into Rodri. Now Grealish. Reverse pass for Silva. Ball's going to come in. Cleared away by West Ham. Rodri back in possession. That's a terrible pass from Rodri. What are you doing? Here's Antonio. Rodri just lapse of concentration. West Ham really should have made more of that counter-attack. Didn't have enough bodies forward. Here's Fabinho. Willian leading the press for Fulham. Just kind of mad at his age. I think he's like 35, isn't he? He's out here leading the press. Crazy. This man's stamina and fitness levels is crazy. Never picked up an injury, really, at Chelsea. He's only 22. Yes. Nah, he's quality, man. He's quality. They knew what they were doing with that one. And if they didn't get him, I wouldn't be surprised if they would have got Victor Roque, who seems to be available because Barcelona can't afford. Which is why when I mentioned about Messi, I'm talking about, okay, if you can't even afford Victor Roque, who's going to be good for the future to try and go up against the Endricks and the Viniciuses and the Rodrigos, right? The 3 Brazilian talents that Real Madrid have signed. Victor Roque is kind of like your first stamp of a young player in the attack that you can look forward to in the future. If you can't afford him, then how are you buying Messi, who's got a couple of years probably left at the top, and that's about it, max. You're gonna Real Madrid are gonna end up building a dynasty right in front of your eyes while you try to kind of take shortcuts in the window and pull levers and shit. I know they're winning the league now, but you can take a league title now and sacrifice 3 or 4 in the future, which is kind of what we did when we sold De Bruyne and Salah. So yeah, I'm speaking from experience. 12 minutes gone. West Ham just tried to get the ball into the box. Walker's on him. West Ham started better than we did. Got to respect it. I know Messi's not any player. I know. But if they could afford it, then fair enough. But they can't afford it, bro. They can't afford it. So, they're going to end up putting themselves in financial jeopardy. They're going to end up putting themselves in a mad position. Here's Vinicius. Wilson. Oh, it's a bit silly from Jones. Fulham not doing too bad here. Both the underdogs are doing all right for themselves. They're doing all right. 4 nows. There's a man on there. Paqueta. Oh, what's happened here? Fulham. What a chance. Is that Vinicius? What's happened over here? Fulham just... he's onside. He's well onside. It's a brilliant pass out the back. I think that's the second pass I've seen Tosin play today, if that is Tosin. It's the second time I've seen him play a serious line-breaking pass from the back. He's doing his Anderson impression right now. He's put a brilliant pass into Vinicius. Vinicius should have maybe done a bit better. Ball's in, headed away by Henderson, headed away again by Salah. And we had a chance here for Manchester City as well. And they tried to get it into the box to Haaland, but it was intercepted. Here's Willian. Oh, not far away. Not bad from Willian. Not bad. It didn't ever bend back round for him, to be honest. He's cutting off the left-hand side, whipped it. And when you see it from a different angle, it's actually not that close, to be fair. He's not got enough bend on it. Here's Ortega. West Ham players trying to look to press him, see if they can get anything out of him today. See if they can get anything. A lot of empty seats at the Etihad, they were saying. I've not actually even been looking, but let me take a little gander. I think they're selling Rafinha to Newcastle. I'd be a bit surprised if Newcastle went and got Rafinha, but they just signed Gordon and they got Almiron as well, so... let's see. 15 minutes gone. Liverpool back in possession, moving forward now with Van Dijk. City in possession as well. In West Ham's half, just about. Trent still in that central role. You can see Trent's position really has tweaked by Klopp. I really don't think he's playing the same role. Some people are saying he's kind of basically he's been doing this the whole time. I don't think Trent's playing the same position at all that he was playing. This is definitely different to me. He's definitely playing a lot more inverted than he was. And he's kind of, his starting position is there, I think, is what the difference is. Like, I know when he was at right back, he would kind of come into that position. But I feel like this is where his starting position is now central. Salah. Oh, Salah. Salah, he almost rolled back the clock. He almost rolled back the clock with that chance. Who did he do that against? I can't remember, when he sat a couple of players down in this position and then dinked it over the keeper with his right foot, I think it was. Let me know in the chat if you remember the fixture. Oh, yeah. Just didn't have enough time to get it up and down with the chip. Yeah, I don't think I don't think it really makes much sense. Rafinha to Newcastle. It's a bit of a strange one. Watford and City. Yeah, he scored some belters, to be fair, from that right side, chopping people up. Fulham intercepted and cleared. I think it was Man City, was it? Yeah. Here's Willian up against Trent. Konate wins the tackle. Trent comes forward now. It's Konate's just. Oh, what a pass! Oh, Salah cleared by Leno. Cleared by Leno against Tottenham. City still in possession again. Here's Fabinho. Both the home teams are going to dominate possession today. That goes without saying. I think City are trying to be a little bit more methodical with it. Liverpool are very direct. Here they come again with Diaz. They get the ball forward a lot quicker. Close, very close from Diaz, man. Little deflection, just takes it wide. He's very unlucky there. I think he may have slipped, Núñez picks it up in the central position and just puts it out wide to him. He's taking on Cedric 1v1 in the box. He slips, I think. Yeah, I think he slips. And Jones is calling for the corner. He's going to get it. Takes a clear deflection. Ake now into Rodri. City are just purring a little bit here with this possession. Walker. Ball in from Liverpool, headed away. Back in again from Diaz, headed away. Let's see. Jones. Van Dijk has stayed up there, looking for the cross to come back in. Henderson's definitely going to put it in. It's a poor cross from Henderson. Why does Henderson not get a consistent level of crossing into the box from that position? He's always crossing from there. And half of the time they're overhit. Like, Henderson's crossing really should be a lot better than it is, I think, for the amount of times he's in that inside right position. He finds himself there anyway. It's a pretty crap cross. Henderson gets it back, gives it away. Liverpool get it back again. No atmosphere at all. Atmosphere at all at City is so quiet. Yeah, I don't have the volume on, so in either of these games, I don't know what's going on that front. City just in possession. I mean, home crowds for big teams are usually not really that great anyway. So, but I do remember Pep kind of complaining about this earlier on in the season when City really were going up against it mid-season. Ball in the box, headed away. Tossin's having a really, really good game. And Diop. Both Tossin and Diop are having really good games for Fulham so far, Here's Van Dijk. Can I ask Liverpool fans, are you okay to have Van Dijk as kind of like your undisputed starting centre-back next season? Like, are you going to give him one more season to fix up as like a main man, or are you gonna buy? Would you want to buy a centre back that's capable of benching him, like I'm talking a proper highly rated centre back, like a Vardy or a Bastoni? I'm not saying that these guys are the ones. I'm just saying in that kind of level, that kind of ilk. West Ham coming forward now. Let me know in the comments, especially Liverpool fans, because I know Konate is basically, done. He's done. He's in that 11 going forward because of his age and the quality. Ball's going to come in, I think. It's a foul on Jones, West Ham. People are saying no. Liverpool need a fast centre-back. Van Dijk should be on the bench next season. Depends on the pre-season. Bastoni is mid. I'm a Milan fan, so I know, not even just saying as he's an Inter player. Okay. Question, who's the better finisher, Lewandowski or Benzema? It's tough to split them, isn't it? It's tough to split them. Obviously, Lewandowski's got maybe more goals just because of obviously the fact that he's always been the shining light at the top of the pitch for Bayern Munich and Dortmund, whereas Benzema's had to kind of vacate at times for others like Ronaldo, etc. It's tough. It's tough to split them, man. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. Who is the better finisher? It's a good question. It's close. Because Benzema's a brilliant finisher. He's a brilliant finisher. I know he didn't always kind of get his flowers over the years or put the numbers up, but I think when he's been kind of called upon, he's kind of showed that he's a brilliant finisher. And you would say Lewandowski has obviously got the track record of being the better goal scorer, but like I said, I think that's mainly down to the role that Benzema at times had to play. I remember when Benzema was at Lyon and he was banging in the goals when he was really young. With that kind of like low buzz cut kind of look in that Lyon team. Lyon used to be a top team, man. Really, really used to be a top team. I can't remember how to pronounce the Brazilian guy that used to whack in all the free kicks. Got the longest name ever, but he was a techie baller. Here's Fabinho. Now Trent. Oh, Trent! Oh, Trent, you shouldn't have done that. Oh, Trent. That was filthy. Nah, man. Everybody telling me this guy can't play in centre midfield needs to come outside, man. Anybody telling me this guy cannot play centre midfield needs to come outside, bruv. Come outside. Oh, what chance for Man City. Haaland just over the bar. Over the bar. Yeah. Oh, do you know what it is? I'm thinking of his his second. Well, what was his second name? That wasn't his second name, was it? I can't remember which came first. Was it this, or was it the? Let me type it in. There it is. I've got it up on screen. Pernambucano, like long. So obviously, Junilo, but his. I mean, that was on the back of his shirt, to be fair. So that's what you just call him. Yeah, I'm not pronouncing that. I'm not gonna try and pronounce his second name. Nah, I'm not gonna try and pronounce that. Yeah, they had Ben Arthur come through. They had Ben Arthur come through. Benzema. Who else came through that Lyon team? There's some ballers, man. Some ballers come through that team. Liver is mid in big games coming from Barcelona. I know he's had a bit of a tough season this year. I know Barcelona fans are not completely happy. Fulham are just coming forward. Big tackle from Konate to get the ball back. And out for a corner. Just seeing this out the corner of my eye. Lacazette. Malouda Essien. These are the names, not Lacazette. These are the names I was looking for. Yeah, Malouda Essien. Mad. Yeah. Just some big names that come through. Big tackle from Konate. Konate's made some really good slide tackles in this opening 25. He's having a great game. I think you can see now that he's kind of taken the lead in that centre-back pairing between him and Van Dijk. Like, it's very clear that this season Van Dijk is struggling. He's been shaky, and Konate is starting to, take ownership now. Oh, Fulham. Oh, that could have been a big chance. Trent's headed it away. Offside. Here's Stones for Man City. But yeah, I think it's clear that like Konate is like the next leader of that back line. Crazy. Big up everybody inside the building. Smash up the likes if you haven't already. Got 1.1 of you in here. Fantastic stuff. Absolutely incredible support, man. We're nearly at 50k. It's crazy. Man City just getting around the back here. Cross comes in, headed away. Yeah. We'll be back tomorrow for Brighton versus Man United, of course. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Thursday is going to be a madness. I think that's going to be a great game at the Amex. I know they didn't finish their dinner at Wembley. Maybe they got a bit of stage fright, but they absolutely did finish their dinner against Wolves in that 6-0 battering. So it looks like they got their scoring touchback. So that should be a good game. I don't know why I've gone with a prediction on Big Six that Man United will get a 2-1 win there, but I just felt like being a bit. I don't know. I'm playing for nothing. It's a free hit. My season's finished on that. I'm definitely probably gonna have the chili chip. So I'm just bantering at this point. Kufau took a knock there. His 100th appearance for West Ham today as well. Big Six is tomorrow at 10:30 after the United game. Juju man, use Juju so West Ham can win up the Chelsea. Listen. Have you seen that West Ham lineup? I guess you're just coming in now. You better take a look. Who you taking, McTominay or Gallagher? Neither. Neither. Absolutely neither. You know, if you're asking me who am I taking at Chelsea, I'm just going to take Gallagher because he actually, you know, clearly loves and cares about the club and will run through a brick wall for our club. If I'm going to have one road runner or the other, then I may as well have my road runner. There's no point having yours, is there? You know what I mean? Ball's going to come in from Fulham. Over here. Oh, he tried to do a little back heel on Alisson. Tried to do a back heel on Alisson. Nunes. Don't know if that was... Yeah, I don't know. Got your seats ready. Not yet. I need to take a look. I'm gonna take a look tomorrow. Don't worry. That's on the list. Oh, Bowen. Oh, good save from Ortega. Ortega with a big save. West Ham got in behind Man City there. Both the away teams in the last minute have managed to fashion out some sort of chance from a acute angle. They're in the game. Willian, counter. He's going to play it in behind. Vinicius is in behind here. I think Timikas is it. He's done very well to keep up with him. Ball's going to come in. Konate headers away. Liverpool very, very dominant aerially today. Van Dijk and Konate are sweeping up everything that comes into the box. No, I don't think Messi would join City next season. I think that ship sailed. I think that ship sailed, bro. Just approaching 30 minutes in. Just taking a look at this chance again. Yeah, it's kind of just like a... Grealish, is it? Grealish hitting the side netting. Just seeing this replay. I don't think Fabianski's touched it. Has he hit the post? I think he's hit the post. It was a long throw for Bowen as well. Yeah. It's a good save. It's the fake Vinicius. It's the fake Vinicius. He's huge, man. He looks like a tank. Like he's proper. He's stocked up. He's stocked up, man. Irons. Oh. Yeah. It did. And City were kind of already tinkering with that whole situation with Rico Lewis tucking in. But they elevated it with Stones because obviously Stones is the better defender, more experienced, but then he can also do the same things Rico Lewis was doing in the midfield. So they just elevated themselves with that tactic, man. Pep was just tinkering, trying to figure it out. And once he figured it out, he stuck with it for the last, 2-3 months. And yeah, man, City have found themselves. Here's Fabinho. Van Dijk. Jones. Here's Diaz, Nunes, Henderson, Trent. Nope. Ain't no way. Messi to the almighty Chelsea creating chances for Gallagher at striker. Oh, we can't afford, trust me. If there's one thing I know, we can't afford him. Then we'll really be on FFP problems. That'd be one hell of a transfer, man. Messi coming forward with Hairline Alvarez off the post. Oh my days. That hit the post and then who was it? I think it's Rodri. Hit the post and it just bobbles along the line. So it's a 1-2 between Hairline and Rodri. Hairline gets it back into Rodri, takes the touch, gets it around the defender and just kind of scuffs it towards the corner of the goal. Bobbles into the ground a bit. Fabianski's not getting there. Hits the post and it just goes along the face of the goal, along the line and out for a goal kick, man. So close. It doesn't really get much closer than that. It doesn't really get much closer than that. That's crazy. That was crazy. Does not get much closer than that. The amount of Arsenal fans in the chat cheering for the mighty Hammers. I never thought I'd see the day. Man are like, Irons, chanting for the mighty Hammers. It's crazy. But this is what the title race does to you. You need anything you can get. I mean, I think, what is it? Man City would have to drop points twice. They'd have to, even if they lost the game, right? They'd still need to drop points again, I think. Take a look at the Premier League table. I'm pretty sure that's the situation, isn't it? So you guys need a lot of help, man. Not asking for a small favor, you know. You're asking for a big favor from these clubs. Man City currently 1 point behind with a game in hand, including this. So if they win this, they go back 2 points clear. And then they'll have a game in hand to make it 5. So yeah, they need to lose, and then you trim it down to 2, and then you need them to draw or lose. I mean, the goal difference is mad, so make of that what you will. Yeah, you guys are asking for a lot, man. 1% chance, 99% faith. At the moment, Man City are level, so are Liverpool. Salah, here's Trent. Liverpool kind of lost a bit of their rhythm. Fulham have been getting back into it a little bit here. Had a few moments here and there. Forced a couple saves and a few big tackles as well from Konate, last ditch defending. So Fulham, as the half's going on, Fulham are slowly getting themselves into this game. Here is, that was so close. Do you know what? Good defending, you know. Really, really good defending. Because it's a lovely little dinked ball. And I think it's from John Stones. And he's looking for Grealish, is it? No. I think it's... Who's he looking for there? I can't see who's made that run. But yeah, it's brilliant little dinking from Stones. Really, really good. Ball into the box for Man City. Headed back in. Oh, just wide. Just wide from Stones again. It was never going in. It didn't have enough pace on it. But I thought for a second it might be on target, but no, Fabianski had it covered anyway. Couldn't generate the power. He kind of actually leaped a bit too early there. Got too much on the ball. Kind of just needed a little bit more of a deft touch. There's been some sort of coming together between... I think it's is it Fornals? No. Yeah. I think it's Fornals. Oh, God. Tomorrow, Brighton versus Man United, 7 o'clock kickoff. Well, 7 o'clock coverage from here, and then 8 o'clock kickoff at the Amex Stadium. We will be there. We will be there no matter what. Late challenge on Jones as well. Here's Henderson. Now Diaz, he's got an opportunity to shoot. Takes an extra touch. Probably should have just let rip or give it out to Salah. Trent gets the ball back. Here's Henderson now. Diaz. Trent again. Ball into the box. Looking for Nunes. Headed away. And cleared by Fulham. Both these underdogs are still in this game, and you know they could get a little chance to put themselves ahead if they keep at it. Yeah. Big Sam manager bounce masterclass against City. I can't wait. The way you just didn't say new manager, you just said manager bounce. Just manager bounce. City got a wide free kick. Núñez coming forward for Liverpool. And tossing to Diop. Oh, Diop! Oh my days! I've just been complimenting these Fulham centre backs today, saying how well they've been doing, and Diop just lapse of concentration. He lets Núñez come and just close him and press him into oblivion. He has nowhere to go, and he's so late, and he ends up just sticking a leg out and tripping over Núñez. Now let me see if he's actually made contact, or has Núñez just kind of dived over there. Diop, he's waiting for someone to show for it. Should have just got rid of it. I don't know if there's much of a touch on Núñez. He definitely doesn't get the ball because he's late getting the kick in and he's miskicked it. Let me just... Yeah, Núñez gets a touch, so it's going to be a penalty. Núñez gets a slight touch on the ball, and Diop just completely swings his foot out and misses it. So it's gonna be given as a pen. I think it's a little bit borderline, a little bit borderline, but I don't know if he really gets much of Núñez. That's my biggest question mark on that. I know Núñez gets the ball, but I don't know if Diop actually gets Núñez. I don't know if they're going to check it. But yeah, listen, they've caused their own problems there, Fulham. You know, they were doing very well there. The defenders were doing very well, but they slept for a moment. You can't do that against this Liverpool attack. Can't be out here sleeping. They've been banging in the goals. So Salah's going to take this penalty. I'm sure he's not going to miss the target. Oh, Man City. Cut back. Cleared. Salah. Yeah, straight down the middle. 1-0. Banged it. Absolutely banged it, Salah. Yeah, man. 1-0 Liverpool. Oh, sorry. Wrong one. 1-0 Liverpool. Salah's not playing around. Wow. That'll be disappointing for Fulham that they've let that happen, but listen, they have no one to blame but themselves for that one. That was very careless. It's very careless, man. From Diop. No need for it. No need for it. Hey, it is what it is. I wasn't aware of the knowledge. Matisse, the Trent skill was crazy. The new role is brazy. Yes, AJ. Yes, AJ. I've been fighting this fight for a long time, man. I've been fighting this fight for a long time. It's not over, because at the end of the day, he has to prove it at the highest level, against maybe a Manchester City, against a Real Madrid in the Champions League next season, etc. But you can see, look, as Konate pushes forward on that right-hand side and he's stepping up and he finds Salah, Trent is not involved in any of that exchange. He is very central alongside Fabinho right now in build-up play. That's his starting position. He's playing as part of that double pivot. It's not to say that he's not going to find himself on the right-hand side at times when Liverpool need an extra man to help defend and to come out and maybe whip more crosses in. But look at Trent. You see Jones and Trent are now interchanged. Now Trent is waiting. Núñez clears away. And you see Trent pulled off to the left side of midfield. Jones went to the right. And that's the kind of freedom that Trent has. And Trent doesn't have that freedom when he's playing right back. He can't go from right back to go and play left side midfield. But in this position, he's allowed to do that. So it's a very different role. Jones is just, as you can see Jones breaking away to find Salah. You can see Trent there, bottom of your screen, basically in line with Diaz. So, yeah, man, it's a different role. And I think it suits him. I have to say, I think it suits him. Because now Konate is kind of tasked with more of the defending. With any winger that goes out there, Konate is the first one on the scene. And it's giving him a little bit more cover. It's a new way of covering Trent that they weren't covering him like this before. Before, you don't have to keep doing the same thing. We know Trent needs some cover, so you don't have to use a midfielder. They don't have the legs in midfield right now with Henderson, with Fabinho. So now you've used a centre back to cover him instead. So it's good. And he's playing well, Trent, man. He's all over it. Look, he's on the ball. If he's Liverpool's best playmaker and he's one of Liverpool's, he's a good shooter of the ball. and he's a great passer of the ball, then why not get him central and get him on the ball as much as possible, like he is now, basically dictating play. West Ham have absolutely skied it over the bar. I don't know what they're doing there. Man City, it's a little bit pedestrian, I must say. It's a little bit more pedestrian. I think Man City is still creating chances. Fabianski's had to make quite a few saves. Walker's just gone and launched it into midfield. It's gone to absolutely nobody there. Back with West Ham. Man City, they need to up it up. They need to up it up a notch, I think. Get Mahrez into the game a little bit more. Grealish has been more involved on the left. Not really any shots for Haaland. Don't think Haaland's had a shot. Let me take a look. I don't think Haaland's had a shot. They haven't really got him into the game. Haaland, one shot off target, no shots on target. Just the one shot for Haaland, and I don't even remember it. But yeah, Haaland not very involved. Here's Grealish. He keeps looking for that reverse pass. Just to nobody at that time. But yeah, City gonna have to step it up. You're gonna have to step it up. It's not great. Here's Salah. Like I said, Liverpool are playing a lot more direct, higher tempo in this game. Ball in now, so it's no surprise that they're a lot better value for money for their lead than City would be. I think City they need to go up the gears a little bit more. Here's Haaland now, out to Grealish, but I'm sure they're gonna revert. There we go. Look. Yeah, it's Grealish and Silva. Silva's making these overlapping runs, and Grealish is always looking for this reverse pass into him to kind of form these cutbacks for Alvarez and Haaland, and that's basically what City are trying to do a lot of the time. But as of yet, it's not really come to a clear-cut opportunity at the moment. But you can see what City are trying to do. There's a lot more going on the left than the right. Mahrez is if anything, going to have to come a little bit more central to get on the ball. But yeah. Here's Fabinho out to Tsimikas. Here's Wilson, free kick. Number of empty seats is crazy. Yeah, there's quite a lot now. I look at it. Here's Stones, Diaz. Coming up to half time. I don't know how much injury time is going to be in these games. I don't suspect there'll be much. Hasn't really been any stoppages, so maybe a couple minutes max. We just seen in Liverpool game there's 1 minute of added on time at Anfield, so that's going to be half time very soon. City, we're going to get theirs in a minute. I don't think there's going to be more than a minute as well. Shouldn't really be more than a minute. Ake now. Jones. Yeah, just 1 minute as well at the Etihad. So here's Ake lofting in. West Ham are defending the penalty box really, really well. Centre-backs obviously there for them today are Callagher and Ogbonna, but they are defending the box really well. They're not letting these crosses. They're not having these crosses come in and find Haaland. They're just dealing with all of the aerial balls that come into the box. Everything that comes into the box, they're dealing with it. Man City are struggling to open them up a little bit here. Here's Mahrez. Half time at Anfield. Liverpool 1, Fulham 0. It's been a good game. Been a good game at Anfield, I have to say. I think Fulham have had a couple of moments, but it's been played at a good tempo, and both teams have shown enough ambition to try and score a goal. So it's been good. I think the City game needs to be upped a little bit now. Half time there as well. 0-0. Pep's walking pretty quick down the tunnel. He's obviously got a lot to say. And yeah, they need to step it up, man. They need to get a goal. So let's see. Appreciate it, bro. Big up. Yeah, I know. I mean, we spoke about it coming into the game that West Ham, you know, they come with a very rotated team, and I thought they were going to get cut apart because, you know, they've only really got Downs in there as their midfielder. Fornals is probably, you know, the one that you could say as well, maybe Paqueta, but these two are usually a lot more advanced. And defensively, are they going to be as disciplined as a Rice, as a Souček? You know, definitely not. So I thought West Ham were going to get absolutely destroyed in the midfield, but they have gone with this back three. They have gone with this five across the back. They've doubled up a little bit in those wide areas. And Man City at the moment, it's very clear. All they're trying to really do is get this combination with Grealish and Silva. Grealish kind of, you know, he keeps the ball, he retains it, and he looks for Silva on this reverse pass. Alvarez at times reverse pass, and then they try and get the ball into the box for Haaland. But like I said, with those three defenders in the middle, they're just clearing everything. They're just defending, dealing with everything that's asked of them. And Man City are not really finding their way through. I want to go through some statistics just to see. Man City 8 shots in this first half, 2 on target. 3 shots for West Ham, 1 on target. 80% possession for Man City. It's been mad. 3 big chances missed, hit the woodwork twice. I mean, yeah, they have been a bit unlucky, Man City. That's fair to say, with them hitting the woodwork twice. Obviously, Rodri was the really big chance that kind of just bobbled across the box. Who else hit the post? I'm trying to remember. Grealish. Grealish's was from a tight angle. It wasn't really a big chance. I think Rodri's was the one. Rodri's was a big chance. You know, it was right in front of goal. He got round the right side of the defender, and he didn't get enough of pace on the shot, and he didn't wrap his foot around it enough. So I would say the Rodri run is the big one with the woodwork. Grealish was a tight angle. Fabianski should really be dealing with it. So, but yeah, let's see. I don't know if the John Stones head has gone down as a big chance as well, but that header back into the box had no pace on it whatsoever. So it's going to be tough to redirect that onto the goal. Let's see. Thoughts on Aubameyang post? I have not seen the post that you're talking about, so redirect me. I've not seen what post. I've not seen the post. Let's see. If Man City draw, do Arsenal have hope? No, in my opinion. They're more than welcome to dream, but I don't think it changes. I mean, listen, of course it helps, right? But I don't think it changes my opinion at all. No. Arsenal have to travel to Newcastle. If Arsenal go and win at St. James's Park and Man City were to drop points, then okay. Now we're going to the last day of the season. It's in Man City's hands, but anything can happen. But Arsenal have to go to St. James's, and I'm pretty confident with if Saliba's out. And Gabriel looks like he picked up a knock against Chelsea. If Gabriel and Saliba, so Saliba's out. If they have Gabriel missing as well against Callum Wilson, Isak, no. So just bear that in mind. if they're because Gabriel came, you know, he had a problem, didn't he? And I don't know what's going on. Let me know in the comments. Is Gabriel injured for that game? I don't know. If Gabriel's out for the game at St. James's, then it's a long day. It's a very long day. If you were playing Newcastle in the last day of the season where they were already qualified for the Champions League, it might be a bit better. But Newcastle are really on it right now, and they're not qualified yet. So mathematically, it's not done. I don't know what's happened with Gabriel. The Gabriel is a big, but the thing is, Arsenal can't even afford to draw. They have to go and beat They have to go and beat. They have to go and beat Newcastle. It's a doubt 50-50, right? You have to go and beat Newcastle. It's not that you can go there and draw. You have to beat them. Are you going to go there and beat them? I'd be very I'd be hesitant on saying that. I'd be worried if I was you lot. So no, I don't think so. I don't think it changes anything. They're just going through West Ham's shape. Look at the numbers that they're getting back, man. It's a back 3 that turns into a 5 that looks even like a 6 at times. Just take a look. Cresswell as that left-sided centre-back in a back 3. And then you've got Emerson, Palmieri and Kufau as the wing-backs, following the Grealishes and the Mahrez getting touch tight on the 2 wingers. And then they have a numerical advantage with Alvarez and Hairline versus the 2 centre-backs in the middle. Sorry, versus the 3 centre-backs in the middle. And obviously City's plan was probably that they may come up against a 4 and then they could outnumber West Ham and go man for man on that back 4 with Grealish versus Kufau, Mahrez versus Emerson or Cresswell, and then Hairline and Alvarez versus Ogbonna and Kelleher. But it hasn't worked out that way. It hasn't worked out that way. At the moment, the tactics are doing well for Moyes, but it's a long way to go. Yo, whatever helps you sleep at night. You know, if you guys are starting to dream again, I told you on the Big Six you should start to dream again. Don't let this dream go. I want you to dream. You know what I mean? Just let the dream continue, man. It's not done, is it? You know what I mean? Like, you're in a title race. You know, you have to at least try and keep up. It's the Premier League, man. You never know. I don't know why they're showing me the Arsenal versus Chelsea highlights. I'm not going to lie. I didn't ask for this torture. They're out here showing all the goals again. Like, nobody asked. Nobody asked at all for any of this. You're making me angry. You're ruining my watch-along. This is my Juju watch-along, and you're out here ruining it with this nonsense. Like, nobody asked for this. I'm just going to look at this screen. Anyway, now there's ads playing. Fucking hell. Jesus. They just need to grow up. You know what I mean? Need to grow up a little bit. I'm just showing the highlights from yesterday's games. It's just a bit immature, I think. Mad. Oh my God. And then, do you know what? They're not even showing just the goals. They're showing the extended highlights. So they're showing everything. All the chances created. And I'm just like, it's just a bit unnecessary, isn't it? It's just a bit unnecessary. It's just, this type of violence is just a bit out of order. Yeah. Oh my God, they're showing the 4v2. Fucking hell. These lot are going to make me implode. Let's see what you guys are saying, because I need a distraction. These men are going to have me implode. Imagine you lost 7-0. How would you have reacted? I don't know, bro. I don't think I've ever seen my team lose 7. Well, I've never seen my team lose 7-0. We lost 6-0 to Man City, but I've never seen us lose 7. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that we deserve. I know that we deserve. We deserve, because the way that we're moving this season, the fact that nobody's slapped us is kind of insane. It's kind of insane. I'm not really sure how nobody slapped us up, if I'm being completely honest. But yeah. 7-0 would make me stop watching football. I think everything after 6 is very disrespectful. You know, we've seen 6-0s. 6s are like the ceiling. 6-0s are the end. That should be the end of it. You know, you've made your point. You know, you've put someone in their place. You've made your point. Everybody understands what you've done and what you're about. When you start going into 7s, that's when I'm starting to question your morals. To be honest, your morals are not in check. If you're beating somebody 7-0, your morals are very fugazi, because there's just no need for it. Not on PlayStation, not in real life. It's just not necessary. There's never any need for a 7-0. There's never any need for that. It's always out of order. 9s. Southampton were on 9s, and it's just never necessary. It's never necessary. 7 without a reply is mad, yeah. What about 8? Bro, everything after 7, I think is a disrespect. That's how I see it. Everything, I always say 6 is the cutoff point. If you go above 6, now you're getting very rude. You're getting very rude, very disrespectful. And that's when you're unplugging pads and you're turning off consoles and you're shutting down TVs and you're going outside for long walks. Because once you go past 6, I'm not really understanding what your intentions are now. It's not really making sense. Oh, listen. We're not going to play that game. Who would you prefer to lose 7-0 to, bro? Listen, 7-0 is 7-0. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is, bro. I'm not preferring anything. The word prefer and that number does not come into my vocabulary. There is no prefer nothing. I don't care if I'm taking a 7 off a Stockport or I'm taking 7-0 for Prime Barcelona. 7 is 7. And it ain't heaven. Yeah. Oh, God. All right, guys. Second half's coming soon. Man. It's coming fast. No. I mean, listen. Yeah, I think we're still all pretty much in agreement that Man City are probably going to get this job done. I know they've been a little bit unlucky hitting the woodwork, and they've tailed off as that half has gone on, but I still expect that to get wrapped up. Let's see. Let me get this timer ready to go. Because we should be coming back now. Yeah, 9 o'clock should be coming back. Those players have had a break. So tomorrow, like I said, Brighton versus New Manchester United. I'm going to try and drop a video as well. So a video and a stream. Friday preview for Bournemouth and the FIFA stream, 100%. Because my Friday is not too stressed because we're playing Bournemouth, so it's not loads of Arsenal preview stuff. And yeah, and then we go into the weekend. What is actually happening this weekend? Let's see if I can find what is going on games wise. We obviously play Saturday. Who's playing Sunday? I'll have to take a look. I'm not even sure. I don't even have it on here. So yeah, I'll take a look at what's happening on Sunday, what fixtures we're covering. We'll see what's going on. Make sure you smash up the likes if you haven't already, people. There's over 1.2k of you in the building, which is brilliant. Make sure you smash up the likes. Should be on 500 likes. Let's go, people. Let's get up to 500 likes. And the road to 50k continues. We're not far. Let me actually check. How far are we off 50k? Let's see. How far are we off 50k, guys? Whoa! We're under 100 away from 50k. Yo, that's a bit mad. That's a bit mad, you know. That's a bit crazy. We're literally wow. I'm speechless. We're under 100. That is crazy. That's crazy. Wow. We're almost there, people. We're almost there. That is crazy. Smash up the likes. That's crazy. Let's get these second half started. Come on. Listen, I'm just trying to see goals, man. I didn't come here with hella expectations. So let's get this going. I fully come into this knowing that both of these home teams should really be winning their games. So I'm not expecting to leave here with anything. And to be honest, if Man City don't win, that's not really that good. That's not really that good for my situation. It's not really that good. I think Liverpool are going to kick off first, aren't they? I think they're going to kick off. Yeah, man. And then after that, we go again, bro. Do you know what I mean? Don't think the hard work stops. We go again for 60 For 70, for 80, for 90, for 100, bro. We go again. Kickoff. Game's kicked off. One day we're gonna rock up with that plaque to our secondary school, old secondary school, and hopefully my old head teacher's there. You see this? This is a plaque for YouTube, bitch. And you just be like, yo, I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that is, brother. But well done. Let's see. I'm gonna have to change the time, man. Time keeps setting. Liverpool have kicked off. City are kicking off as well. I'm just gonna give you the time that I'm on for the game at Anfield. If City wanna take their time with it, that's none of our business. Give us the timer on the TV. How about that? Okay, there we go. All right, cool. Let's do it. Let's do it. Both games are back on. Man City just in possession. I wonder if Pep's going to make any tweaks, because obviously this West Ham defense are very they're doing their due diligence, man. They're doubling up on the wings, and they're outnumbering them in the middle. So I wonder if Manchester City will make any changes. I might take a look at who they've got on the bench. Trent is going to take this corner, ball into the box, headed away, cleared away by William now on the header. Let me take a look at the bench. So for Manchester City, what are the options? They've got obviously the goalkeeper Edison, Sergio Gomez, Rico Lewis, Laporte, Akanji, Gundogan, Maximo, their Argentine star boy, Calvin Phillips, and Phil Foden. There's not much firepower on the bench, is there? There's not much firepower. I'm trying to think if you've got injuries to anyone. It feels like listen, you got great players on the bench. It just doesn't feel like there's much firepower, but obviously you're playing both your strikers, so you don't have a third. Here's Trent. Good pass into Nunes. Now Salah. He's not got enough on that pass, man. He's not got enough on that pass. I expect City to come out a lot more sharp than they were in that first half and come out with some serious intentions. But let's see what West Ham have got cooking, because they've been very organised, very, very good defensively. Unless one of them make an individual error like we saw in this game with Diop, then they're going to be difficult to break down. It kind of reminds me of the performance when Newcastle went to the Emirates and they played a very defensive team. And they got a point. And, nobody put a foot wrong that game, man. They went into that game like military force. They just... Nunes! Oh, my God. Nunes, man. Nunes rushes his shots too much, man. He doesn't have calm. He doesn't have calmness in his body when he's going through on goal like that. He just needed to be calm. He'd already done the first part, which is the touch, and he actually had, I think it's Tosun diving in there. So if he just taken an extra touch, a bit more composure, he might be able to lay it on a cutback for somebody for a tap-in or something, maneuver or something. But just rushed the shot. Just rushed the shot too much. City updates. So yeah, City have kicked back off. Haaland's just, listen, at the moment in the first couple of minutes, it's actually been West Ham that's in City's half. But they're just currently on a little bit of a counter. Grealish, great tackle. I think is it? What? Was that not a good tackle? Free kick for City. Did he not get the ball? I thought he got the ball. He's been booked. So it was Fornals coming in. No. Oh, no, he's late. He's late. Yeah, he's way late. He's way late. I thought he got the ball. Way late. So, yeah, Man City got a free kick. Flynn Downs is on a yellow card. So he's going to have to be careful. Here's Diaz while we're waiting for that City free kick. Diaz still going. Salah! Oh, my days, Salah. Oh, my days, Salah. This guy's missed the target from there. Oh, my goodness. Ball into the box. Oh, it's a goal. There you go. There you go. Nathan Ake from the free kick. Back post with the header. There you go. Man City. They've arrived. Oh, my days. You had one chance on this screen, which was a brilliant opportunity for Salah, just missed the whole target. And then you get a goal straight after with Manchester City. It's a great delivery into the box, and it just kind of bypasses everybody. And we know how good defensively they've been clearing their lines and dealing with any crosses into the box. But West Ham, I think we saw they were conceding the least goals from corners, or was it? There was a graphic that went up. They only conceded 4 goals from corners this season. Most teams were on 7, but they conceded from this wide free kick here. Fabianski, there's nothing he can do from that position. He's way too close for comfort. And it's 1-0 to City. It's 1-0. And yeah, there you are. Pep looks actually really genuinely relieved, because I think he understands how difficult this game has been. And now West Ham are going to have to open up a little bit. Maybe they might throw on an extra attacker, and I don't know. I think it'd probably be in West Ham's best interest to stick with the back 5, try and keep it at 1-0 in the last 10 minutes to then try and make things a bit more nervy for City, the same way Fulham did. But yeah, man, that first goal is crucial. Absolutely crucial. Big goal from Ake. Big goal from Ake. Unmarked, yeah, unmarked at the back post. Unmarked at the back post, which is kind of crazy. Especially because it's West Ham and the way they've been defending so far. It's a bit sloppy. It's very sloppy from them. It's not a bit sloppy. It's poor. It's poor to not have him marked. He's, Ake actually, funnily enough, even when he was at Bournemouth, this guy gets goals from set pieces. He's not the tallest and he's not like the most physical, but he always seems to find a way to get a couple of goals from set pieces, from corners every season. Not always headers. Sometimes it will just drop to him and he'll slash it in or something, but he always does love, he does love a goal. Here's Fabinho now. Trent. Look at Trent. Just look at the positions Trent is able to take up. I need to text the Big Six group chat because Toby needs to apologize. I'm sorry. I'm tagging him. Tobes needs to understand that this is. I'm not having it anymore, bruv. This brother is playing in midfield. Yeah? It's about time you man notice and understand it. He's playing in midfield. Whether you like it or you don't. I'm not even really gassing Trent. I'm just gassing my own foresight. I'm just gassing my own tactical analysis. Wan-Bissaka has not been doing this for years. Stop it. This guy was on the cusp of an exit to Crystal Palace not so long ago. But he has been turned around by Ten Hag, to be fair. And he's actually looked a lot better going forward as well, to be honest. He's looked better going forward. I won't lie. Here's Willian. Fulham. Fulham. Oh, good block from Jones. Here's Willian again. Do you know what? Funnily enough, Willian and Salah were at Chelsea at the same time. And it was probably Willian that was keeping Salah out of the team. It's crazy how they're on the pitch together now. But I just thought that when I saw them going for the same ball that, yeah, Willian was playing right wing. Salah was kind of backup right winger at the time. I think Schürrle was here as well. Maybe Willian wasn't here. Maybe it was Schürrle. I think it was just Schürrle. Willian came in maybe after. I don't know. Can't remember. Getting the dates confused now. But yeah, I don't know if their times crossed over. They might have just missed each other. Let me know, Chelsea fans. Maybe they just missed each other because I know Schürrle was here when Salah was here. Grealish just had a shot wide. Willian was there. Yeah, I think maybe Willian was just about there, wasn't he? Yeah, he was there. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was bugging or not because I remember we had Schürrle, Oscar, obviously Mata was there, Hazard. So we had quite a lot of attacking midfielders going through around these times. And obviously Salah and De Bruyne. And so, yeah. Here's Robertson. Robinson, sorry, on the left. Here's Willian. Robinson again. Ball in. Cleared by Timikas. It's good clearance as well because it's our awkward height. Right side now. 54 minutes gone. Man City keeping the ball. Here's Ortega. Confident playing out from the back under that little bit of a press from West Ham, but they've got around it. They're good. They are good. Yeah, man. We sold Matter, and he was player of the year 2 years in a row. And if you think what Mount's been doing was impressive, bruv. Matter was ripping it up for them 2 years. Matter in our Europa League winning campaign under Benitez was a freak. Absolute freak. The amount of that guy was just ridiculous. And he wasn't even playing with elite level strikers that year. So if he had somebody clinical instead of like Torres, Demba Ba, and Eto'o, I think it was, if he had a clinical striker up there, oh my lord, it would have been mad. Ball into the box, cleared away. No, it wasn't Eto'o, was it? Sorry, it wasn't Eto'o. It was Torres, Demba Ba, and was it Remy? Can't remember the third striker. Here's Jones playing it through, intercepted by Diop. Robinson gets round, plays it inside. Well done. Imagine Mata and Costa. Mata doesn't hit in hindsight, a bare technical guy, but not source like Ozil and David Silva. It's mad because they both come from Valencia, innit? David Silva, Juan Mata, David Villa. Some good players coming through that crop. Those were good times for Valencia. Now I think they're in a relegation battle. Here's City. And West Ham are going to get it cleared again. Yeah, bro. Mata was freaky, bro. It's crazy. And he got loads of goals as well. Not just the assists. Got loads of goals. Proper goal scorer for us. That's what I'm saying. And he doesn't even get mentioned enough. He really doesn't. Does not get mentioned. I don't know why. Well, listen, I think Mourinho sold him because he wanted somebody that off the ball was going to give him a lot more work rate in the 10 position, and he went with Oscar. So, but yeah, man, I was really angry when he sold him because he was quality for us, man. It's one of my favorites. Good interception from Konate. Here's Fulham again. Fulham are growing, you know. Fulham are really growing in this second half. They're getting the ball, knocking it about. They come with the intention to try and get something from the game. Again, this is a team that you would have expected to be on the beach. They had Manchester City at Craven Cottage on the Sunday, was it? And today as well, they're competitive. Here's Willian. Poor cross. But yeah, man, they're very competitive. Is this a penalty? Haaland's gone down. I don't think it is. Kufal saying he got the ball. Yeah. And then Oscar dipped to China. So Mahrez is going to take the corner. Ake goes up. Back in. Oh, nah, soft. Get up. That's soft. You're not getting a penalty for that. Here come West Ham. Here's Antonio. He's done very well there. You know, he done very well there. Fair play to Antonio, man. His hold-up play there was really good. You can see what sometimes why Moyes likes to use him. He won't let it go. He won't move away from him. And they signed Ings in January. 15 million? Signed Scamacca. Scamacca's still injured, guys. I don't know. So yeah, man. Let's see what Thabz has got to say. I know he's not gonna like this. Smashing it, to be fair. Ah, yes! Come on, Thabz. Come on, Thabz. Come on, Thabz. Yeah, bruv. He's smashing it. He's smashing it, bruv. Yeah. Generational wealth. Can't hate on it. Everybody was going to China them days. Costa tried to go to China in the middle of a title-winning season. Bare players were going to China. Loads of players were going to China, man. It was Hulk. It was an unruly number. It was all the Brazilians and many more. Loads of players. Tevez got out there as well. Tevez, I don't know, like just bare players, man. So I don't even begrudge it. I think Douglas Costa went out there as well. Paulinho. Here's Silva. He's gonna clear. Man City don't look comfortable, man. They don't look comfortable in their own ends. Neither of these teams are really comfortable. They're not comfortable, man. 1-0 both teams at home. Is there going to be a surprise or a shock for one of them? Lavezzi, yeah. It's another one. Carrasco, great shout, brilliant shout. So yeah, man, lots of players. Lots of players went out there. I'm not sure what's going on at Anfield. There must be some sort of free kick that's going to be taken. But yeah, both these games on a bit of a knife edge. You'd expect Man City and Liverpool to, from this position, go on to win, but football don't always work like that, man. 1-0 is not a safe score, and Fulham and West Ham are not. They're not laying down. They're not laying down without a fight. They look like they want to leave with something. Both of them. If I have to say, though, in terms of goal threat, both teams still have a lot of work to do. They're hounding Fulham. They're pressing. They are competing the 50-50s. They're showing the commitment, the fight, the effort. But in terms of the actual end product, they're still not testing Alisson enough. And the same applies to the West Ham team as well. They're not testing Ortega enough in this second half. They're just doing the fundamentals and they're putting in the work, but they're not getting through to the final third and actually testing them hands. So until they do that, then it's gonna be tough. I think West Ham will probably want to have to get on an extra attacker on, but they're at the Etihad. I think if you can get through the next 10-15 minutes and it's still 1-0, then that's when Moyes might look to gamble a little bit more and try and find a late equaliser. I think he'll leave it like this for now because defensively they've coped quite well against City. Wetzel, yeah. Hulk, Igalo, Ramirez, yeah. Yes. Yeah, Pella. Fellaini. Did Fellaini go there as well? I forgot about Fellaini. Ramirez was a mad one, you know. Yeah. Bear them went, man. It's crazy. These are good players as well, you know. Really good players. Some of them went in their peak. I don't even know how they done that. Some of them went in their peak. Corner for West Ham. Arsenal fans, you might be able to lick your lips, you know, because it's not easy out here. Ooh, punched away. It's not looking easy for City. It feels very similar to the Fulham game where it's gonna have to be a hard graft to get through to the end of the match because it's not gonna be comfortable. Looks like it's gonna be a tough last half an hour. Alex Torretzko. They might play better without Felix. I think they also play better with Depay as well. I think he deserves some flowers as well. Everyone's just talking about Felix leaving. They're not really talking about Depay coming in. But I don't really care about any of that, to be honest, because we're not trying to be Atletico Madrid, so it doesn't really bother me. Here's Hairline. Shaw. Oh, go on. No! Oh, they haven't capitalized on that. Do you know what? Yeah, that was decent. But it's offside anyway. It's offside. Substitutions need to be made by both home teams because they're not in control here. If both home teams are faded, they're both faded. Henderson's coming off for Liverpool. Henderson coming off. Oh, is he? No, he's just coming to talk to Klopp. I think it's Tsimikas coming off. Tsimikas coming off instead. Yeah, Tsimikas is coming off. And so is Diaz. Diaz is coming off as well. So both the players on the left flank are coming off. And on comes Robertson. And I'm guessing also on comes Gakpo. Yes, Gakpo comes on as well. So Liverpool make 2 changes on the 65th minute. I think those changes were... I'm not sure exactly who I would have brought on and taken off, but they just needed refresh. To refresh, same as City. City need a little bit of a refresh as well. Here come Robertson now. Corner. Robertson will give them a little bit of... Yeah, Robertson's come on for Liverpool. Just come on. Worst times. There we are, yeah. Diaz off for Gakpo, being our best attacking player, maybe due to it. Yeah. Listen, Diaz come back from a big injury. So, you don't want to be giving him out 90 minutes or him getting hurt and then he's out. You gotta manage his recovery. As excited as Liverpool fans will be to have Diaz back in the team, you don't want to lose him. You want to get Diaz to the end of the season, let him have another rest, then do a proper full pre-season, avoid any injury, and then he'll be fresh for the new season, and then he'll be able to start properly. So, that's a good ball. It's just a bit overhit from Salah. Gakpo's tried to chip it and it's been cleared away. So yeah, I think it's smart to be managing Diaz. It's not like you don't have other options. You've got lots of depth in that attack. You've got Núñez, you've got Jota, you've got Gakpo, you've got Salah, different position. Yes, Diaz. You got a lot of options, so you shouldn't really have to burn out Diaz as soon as he comes back. Here's Núñez. He's actually on side. Gakpo's in the box waiting. Lord Jesus, what was that turn? Lord of mercy. Lord of mercy. Inter Milan's winning 5-0. Good. I'm happy for them. They can pay up then. Let me take a look at the scores around Europe. Italy, Inter Milan, 5-0 up. Lukaku is not even playing. You shameless bastard. You shameless man. Lukaku is not even on the pitch. And you're talking about Lukaku. He has not even come off the bench. Inter Milan are winning 5-0 and his ass is on the bench. He hasn't even got a goal. There's me thinking that we could say that his valuation has gone up. This guy is not even on the pitch. You are so shameless. It's outrageous. Outrageous, the shamelessness. I had to go check. Because I could have, you know what? Yeah, I would have believed you. I would have just said, oh, okay, cool. Lukaku got a double. You could have told me Lukaku got a brace and I would have believed you. 5-0, cool. I have to go check. Man's not even playing. Man is not even on the pitch. Oh, my days. This guy is not even on the pitch, man. Oh, good save from Fabianski. This guy, at least if he come off the bench, man is not even on the pitch, though. Oh. I can't believe the levels you're willing to go for. The shamelessness is crazy, and it's coming. That's coming from me. That's coming from me. But I'm shocked. I'm appalled. Saeed in the chat. Big up, Saeed. Where's Saeed? Why can't I find him? Talk to expressions. Look at what he tweeted. I'll take a look. Oh, there he is. Big up, brother. Let's big up, brother. Bro, who knows? Maybe we might hit it. Who knows? We might hit it. Neymar fans go away. No, Neymar go away. PSG fans protesting in front of Neymar's house. Bruv, Neymar. PSG fans are crazy. They're protesting outside of Neymar's house. Do you know how crazy that is? No, this is crazy. They're protesting outside of Neymar. These PSG, you know what? Yeah, the French do not play. The French do not play games. They are serious individuals. Here comes Grealish. Haaland. Is this the second? It is the second. And Manchester City are 2-0 up against West Ham. And it's Erling Haaland with the second goal. I told you earlier on, he's barely had a sniff today. I think that might be his second shot of the match. The other one was off target. I barely had to say a word about him. He's not really been that involved, but he got one opportunity on the break. Just as West Ham were maybe trying to open up and trying to go and get that equalizer. They're not as compact as they have been. Obviously, they're starting to push more men forward to try and chase that equalizer. They've been caught on the break. Grealish, perfect way to pass. Great timing. Lovely little dink from Haaland over the top. Fabianski, and that's game over. And that's the killer. That's the killer blow that Manchester City were looking for in this game as West Ham started to become a little bit more open, a little bit more attacking. So 20 minutes to go. That's game over. Game over, Arsenal fans. Game over. And they play Leeds next. Big Sam. I think they're at home in that game as well. Don't hold your breath, man. Don't hold your breath, Arsenal fans. Don't hold your breath. Record, yes, record broken. Wow, I forgot all about it. 35 goals in the Premier League in 31 games. He breaks the record. And I guess that's why, actually, everybody's kind of gone up to him even more with that celebration where he's done the meditating. He's broken the record. Andy Cole and Alan Shearer. And they played, I think their goals came in seasons where we played 42 games. So crazy. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Now he's broken the record. He still needs to break the record for open play goals. So don't stop. Don't stop. Somebody tell him about that stat so he doesn't start chilling. Let him know that he needs to break the record for open play goals, as he's taken too many penalties this season. So he needs to go again. I think he's now on 28 open play goals now. I saw Expressions just tweet, the Mia Khalifa one, saying that Danny Ings has had more clubs than Mia Khalifa. It's all mad. It's all mad. It's all mad over there. Gakpo is on, yeah. Gakpo is on. He came on for Diaz. Came on for Diaz. Came on for Diaz. Well, the City game's done. So it's all down to what's going on in the game at Anfield. It's still only 1-0. If Liverpool dare drop points in this game, you can really forget about top four. I personally don't think it's on anyway, as I've said. But if they drop points, then it's really done, and it's really not a conversation. So they need to either hold it or find a second. How much till 50k? Salah. It is 60, 67. 67 till 50. I wasn't actually planning on hitting it today, actually. So if I hit it today, I'll be a bit shocked. In my head, I was thinking maybe tomorrow or Friday. So I didn't actually expect. But sub up. 15 minutes to go in this game. Both these games. 15 minutes to go in both these games. Appreciate it, guys. Big up, man. Big up, big up. Legends. Legends, legends. Legends. Absolute legends. What a day. What a day it's going to be. Potentially. What a day. What substitutions being made there? So Gakpo. It's been fouled. Oh, they're saying he's trying to say that he got the ball. Crazy. They're pushing up. 15 minutes to go in these games. Trent's going to take this free kick from the wide position. He's had a great game today. Just taking a look at this clearance. I think West Ham have kind of not given up, but I think they understand what it is. Actually, ball's coming in now. Van Dijk. Oh, cleared away. Jones is going to shoot from distance. Blocked. Fulham. Taken away by Van Dijk. Van Dijk now pressing on this right side. This is crazy. Here's Nunes. Henderson. Liverpool, they're definitely worth the win for how they've played. Trent and I have to say Konate's been incredible today as well. Konate has been fantastic. Jones has put in a good shift. Konate's been brilliant. He's made some massive challenges, man. So quick. And you've got to be quick to get back with Willian. Here he is now. And pull back Vinicius. Oh, big save. I know I'm a bit late getting to that because my TV started freezing. But what a save from Alisson. What a save. And cleared now. And here come Liverpool on the break. And here comes Trent. Left foot. What a pass. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, unlucky. Gakpo. There's a run and it's there and it's Robertson and he's back and it's, oh. Robertson took it off Salah a bit there, but here's Trent. Henderson. They're trying to step it up, Liverpool, and get that second goal. Here's Trent again. It's not a great cross. Henderson. Trent. Henderson again. So at the moment, as it stands, City will go back to the top of the Premier League on 79 points, 1 point clear of Arsenal on 78 points. And of course, with that game in hand as well on Arsenal, 33 games now, Manchester City. They could go 4 points clear. Goal difference is significantly better. So it will have to be on points if Arsenal do this. It's a great save from Alisson. He's come out quick there. He's kind of waited to judge the situation. And as soon as he's seen that Vinicius is going to take an extra touch, he's decided to come flying out. That's what a top goalkeeper does. Here come... Oh, Stones, what a shot. That was a centre-back shot. He's laughing about it. Solomon and Dan James is coming on for Fulham. 10 minutes to go. 2 substitutions there. So they're looking to get their goal. Here's Gakpo. He's going to play out left. Good decision from him. Jones. Oh, guys, we're only 60 away. We're only 60 away. 12 minutes to go. Haven't really seen much of Salah. At least not as much as I would have expected. Ball into the box. Cleared away again. Do you know, Fulham, this is really... It's tough on Fulham because it's just that one mistake and that penalty. from Salah. You know, if Diop doesn't take that heavy touch and he just plays it out, clears it down the line, who knows? You know, they might actually get something out of this. It's that one error that they made that's got them 1-0 down. Elliott's gonna come on now for Klopp. He's gonna make him come on now, put him on this pitch. 10 minutes to go. Here's Grealish. Intercepted again. West Ham coming forward. Henderson for Liverpool as well. Here's Ben Rama into Fornals. Out for a throw. Nobody wants to know who it is. Here's Henderson. That shot was a good shot on the replay. On the replay there, good shot from Henderson. You can see Liverpool just want to get that second goal just to kill off this game. They don't want the drama because this really is squeaky bum time in this game now. Milner's coming on, Jota's coming on, Elliott's coming on. 3 substitutions from Klopp. He's going to make all 5 subs today. I'm guessing Núñez will be coming off. I'm guessing Jones will be coming off. And I'm also guessing that... Oh. And cleared. Milner. I'm guessing Trent is coming off as well. Even though he's been brilliant. I think those are the 3 players coming off. I think he's going to put Milner at right back. And he's going to put Elliott in Jones's position and take off Núñez for Jota. Headed away by Konate. Fulham are really starting to put the pressure on. Trent headers away. Liverpool maybe tiring. Here's Robinson. That's poor. And Henderson leading the charge to get this out of Liverpool's danger area. Henderson's funny, man. He's smiling, this guy. He's just finished screaming down the place. Okay, so I've got the first one, right? Núñez is coming off for Jota. Salah's actually coming off for Elliott. Fair enough. Fair enough. Leave on Jones. Jones is actually going to probably put up the work for the rest of the game anyway. So, yeah. And that last sub, is it Trent? So Jota comes on for Núñez. Elliott's coming on for Salah to go right wing. And is Milner coming on for Trent, is it? Jones. Milner's coming on for Jones. So Jones is coming off. Okay, so it's just Salah instead. Etihad still 2-0. Still 2-0 at the Etihad. Nothing's going to go on there. No, Edison's not in goal. No, Edison's not in goal. No, he didn't miss a pen. No, he scored. He scored a pen. So that's the only goal of the game is Salah scoring his pen. It's the only goal from the Diop tackle. Big up everybody in the building. It's been a great watch along, man. You guys are smashing it today. Crazy support again. And I look forward to tomorrow, man. Brighton versus United. Hopefully get a video out as well. See what's going on with Chelsea. Now that I've taken a step out of Chelsea today with that video. And yeah, man. Blessed. Absolutely blessed. What a lateness is greatness, gang. This is 6 minutes. Liverpool, they should see this through. I'm not even trying to jinx you, but as I said about 20 minutes ago, Fulham, even though they're putting in the work, don't get me wrong, outside of that one save from Alisson, which was a great save from Vinicius, they haven't tested Alisson. So it's just been one shot in the last 25 minutes that's really tested him. Let me take a look at the stats. So that's not really good enough. If you're Fulham, You need to be taking a lot more shots and getting further forward. Yeah, just one shot on target in the second half from Fulham. Expected goals has been 0.19 in the second half. It's not good enough if you're going to score against one of the world's best goalkeepers. So just that one big chance that Alisson saved, and we're now 40 minutes into the second half. So at the moment it's not looking like they're gonna do anything. But let's see. Pep's clapping the crowd, is he? I don't know. Oh, Alisson's out. Oh, hoo-hoo. Close. Installment. Big up. Appreciate it. Oh, we're going to need those. Oh, it's 3-0. Oh, my days. Just as soon as you sent your installment, Man City got a little installment of their own. 3-0. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that's really done and dusted. Gakpo's just lashed it over the bar as well. Let me take a look at this. 3-0 to Manchester City. Corner came in. Foden first time. Deflected. Yeah, listen. He caught it well. Off the corner, headed away, and it's just deflected off of Emerson. There's nothing really Fabianski can do about it. It's taken a massive deflection, and it's just gone into the net. 3-0 Man City. 3-0 Man City. It's a great technique, but big deflection. The assist basically it comes from a West Ham defender. They head it away from the corner. And he just lashes it in. First time it drops out of the air, and he connects with it first time, cuts through the side of the ball, and it would have been on target, but then it takes a big deflection and it just puts Fabianski way off. And yeah, he's not doing anything with that from that range, Fabianski. So 3-0. Most goals since Guardiola's appointment, all competitions since August 2016. That's Manchester City's 1,000th goal under Guardiola, if I'm reading that correctly. Over 200 more goals than everybody else in the league. In Liverpool in second, 797. Mad. Is he, yeah? Listen, it's Man City away. I could have told him it's going to be a peak day for you, brother. He's having a meltdown. I have to check out the highlights. Oh, reverse ball. They keep getting in here. Vinicius. Ooh. Fulham. They're almost. They're not quite doing anything substantial in terms of testing Alisson, but they're knocking on the door, Fulham. Solomon this time again. Reverse pass into was it Divock Origi? It's Divock Origi. Yeah, it's Divock Origi. Sorry, not Vinicius. So it's Reed, and he's pulled off down the left with that reverse pass from Solomon, and then he's tried to cut it back, and it's been intercepted out for a corner or out for a throw. Sorry. Yeah, they're pushing. They are pushing. At the moment, no. Liverpool still leading. And if you want to know where Liverpool are going in the table, Liverpool are 5th with 59 points, 4 points behind Manchester United if things stay the same. But Manchester United have 2 games in hand on Liverpool, and they're 4 points clear. Liverpool have played 34 games. Man United have played 32. So Man United, they'll need to take care of business, but they've got Brighton away next, who are in 8th, and they'll be looking to get into European places. Brighton have already played 31 games. They've got loads of games left in the Premier League to play Brighton. So who knows where that could take them in terms of Europa League as well. They could qualify for Europa League, Brighton. They really could. They're only 2 points behind Villa, and they've played 3 less games. So, Brighton really could be in the Europa League. Forget Conference League if they handle business. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Here's 90 minutes on the clock now. I remember when was it iShow Speed? He was trying to get to 10 million and he was watching it on a stream and it just kept going up and up. And then as soon as he got near 10 million, it just crashed down. And I'm talking like it crashed down by like 30, 40,000 subscribers, which is just kind of ridiculous, isn't it? It's kind of insane. I just thought, wow, what agony for that guy. Crazy. West Ham just trying to put up a fight. Nice little pass, saved by Edison. Should have took the rebound maybe first time. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left, guys. He was losing his mind, bruv. And I don't know where I saw that. I think I saw it on Twitter. It's like a little clip. And listen, I'm not going to sit here and count to 50. You know, we're just going to keep putting the work in, keep producing the content. And we'll hit it. You know what I mean? We'll hit it when we hit it. Patience is greatness. That's what I'm following today. Patience is greatness. Keep providing the content. I've got a big video coming for you guys. I've got a big idea. It involves Eunice. It's another collab. And yeah, you guys are gonna if I execute it the way I've got it in my head, you guys are gonna go crazy when you see this video. I know exactly how I'm gonna do it. I just need to do it. So that's gonna be coming in the next. It's gonna come, you know, by the end of the week after the Bournemouth game. So yeah, I'm looking forward to putting out. It's only 50 away or 46 away. 46 away from 50k. 1 minute left. 1 minute left. We're gonna wrap up as soon as the games are over. I've gotta get some food. Yeah, these games are done. These games are done. It looks like Liverpool are gonna just about get over the line here. To be honest, you know, Fulham in the end, just in the final third, have not been ruthless enough, or they haven't been definitive enough in their play. They've put in a good effort, and they have been competitive, and they have definitely come with the intention to get something, but maybe just missing Mitrovic in moments like this, and against Man City as well at the weekend. Against these bigger teams, they just need that killer up top, that person to really hit when they cross the ball. They don't have that right now. So, but do you know, when we talk about Manager of the Year, I'm not saying that Marco Silva should get it, but he doesn't really get mentioned, considering the fact that everybody had Fulham to get relegated and they're in the top 10. You know, he definitely deserves his flowers. There's so many contenders this year for Manager of the Year. It's mad. Some serious overperformers this season in the league. So he deserves his flowers, man. So I'm going to wrap up. Final whistles blowing in these games now. I think Anfield is... I think referee's milking it a bit. Thought it'd be game over by now. Oh, that was the chance. That was the chance, you know. That was the chance for Divock Origi. Bro, this is crazy, bro. How about we just don't lose 6 or 7-0? Do you know what? Liverpool caught life. They caught life there. Van Dijk gives a little cheer at the end because he knows how big that was that he put him off. Divock Origi almost got the equaliser at the last couple of seconds. That's game over now at Anfield. Game over at Anfield. 1-0 to Liverpool. Game over. Listen, bro, I'm not losing 6-0 to Tottenham and 6-0 to West Ham, but the other alternative is just awful. So, yeah, it's an awful question you're asking me. I can't lie. I'd rather just not follow the sport. Is that an answer I can give? I'd rather just not follow the sport. You know, if that's the kind of scorelines that are taking place, then I'm just gonna go take up a new sport. So, Chelsea gonna have to get relegated for shit like that. Do you know what I mean? Go and play with teams you can compete with. Ain't nobody should be losing to their rivals by them scorelines at all. Game over, guys, in both the matches. Etihad, full-time, 3-0 win against West Ham. Comfortable in the end. Less convincing in the end from Man City. And they were unlucky with hitting the woodwork. But West Ham, they didn't embarrass themselves. I'll say that. They didn't embarrass themselves. At least I don't feel like they did. They did put in an effort. But to be fair, when you look at the West Ham team that's out there and the players that are missing as well, no Rice, no Souček, no key midfielders to really hold it all together. The fact that they got through that game as long as they did without conceding a lot of goals is more than I expected. But Haaland breaks the record. Manchester City go back to the top of the Premier League, and Liverpool close the gap on Manchester United. Guys, big up. It's been a great show. Brilliant watch along. I'll be back tomorrow. More content, a video, and another watch along. Brighton versus Man United, 7 o'clock coverage. So be here, be ready. That's gonna be a great game. I'm sure of it. Brighton want their revenge from the semi-final, so we'll be there no matter what. Until then, big up your damn selves in a bit, people. Peace. Come on. Perfect.